My child, you are not too late. Yes, that's not just a sentence. It's the truth your soul has been longing to hear, though fear has tried to drown it out. You've measured your worth by missed chances, counted your days by what didn't happen, and wondered if you've already drifted past the moment I intended for you. But I say again, with all the authority of eternity, you are not too late. I am the author of time, not its prisoner. The hands of the clock do not hold your destiny, I do. And I do not abandon what I've designed. Your delays do not cancel your calling. Your age, your wounds, your detours, none of them have the power to override my purpose for your life. If you still have breath, you still have a future that carries my fingerprints. That's why watching this message is not optional. It is divine alignment. Because in it, I will dismantle every lie that told you it's over. I will confront the shame that told you to settle. I will call back to life the dreams that lie buried beneath the rubble of regret. This is more than encouragement. It is a prophetic reawakening. And if you let me, I will shift everything. I see the late nights where you replay what should have happened. I see how you scroll past others' lives and quietly grieve, wondering where you went wrong. I see how you smiled in public while privately questioning if you've missed me entirely. You said, "It's too late for me." But I say, you're right on time for me. You need to hear this because your spirit is at a crossroads. One path leads to resignation, the other to restoration. And I'm standing in the middle, asking you, will you stay and listen to my voice? Or will you walk away from the one message that could restore everything you thought you lost? Don't scroll. Don't skip. Day. Because what you are about to hear isn't just for your ears. It's for your deliverance. This is not the end. It's the turning point. And I, your God, am speaking right now to you. My child, listen now, not with your ears only, but with your spirit. I am the one who holds eternity in my grasp. I am not constrained by clocks or calendars. I do not measure your worth by deadlines missed or opportunities delayed. I created time, not as a master to bind you, but as a servant to carry my purpose in your life. I see your anxious thoughts. I feel the weight you place on your shoulders with every passing year, every unopened door, every moment you thought you missed. But I tell you now, breathe. I have not abandoned your story. I am the author of time, and I write with perfect precision. You think you're late, but I say you're right on time, my time. You measure by moments, I move in seasons. You count losses, I cultivate purpose. You fear the years that slipped through your fingers, but I have caught them all. Not one tear, not one wasted hour, not one detour is forgotten. I am the God who restores, not only what was taken but what you never thought could be found again. So come now, quiet your heart. Let go of the pressure to catch up. I am not rushing you. I'm aligning you. What you call delay, I call design. I have not paused my plan. I have prepared the soil. Lift your eyes from the ruins of the past. Stop rehearsing the list of things you think disqualify you. Your age, your missteps, your regrets, none of these revoke the calling I placed on your life before the foundation of the world. I do not consult your failures when I determine your future. I am not hindered by what you lost. I am ready to redeem. I am already rebuilding behind the scenes. Trust me, even when it feels silent. Trust me even when your hands are empty. I am not finished with you. I never was. Come closer. Step into my presence. Let me whisper truth over the lies that have wrapped around your soul. I can do a new thing even now. You not say, it's too late for me. Say my time is in His hands. Because it is. Every second, every season, every sorrow, I hold it all. And I waste nothing. You say, but the years are gone. I say I can restore what the locusts have eaten. You say I've missed too much. I say I will redeem the time. You say I've gone too far. I say you are still in my hand. You not look to the left or the right. Look at me. I know the way forward, and I will guide you step by step. You are not wandering. You are being led. To let me lead. Yield to me again. Hand over the timelines you buried in fear. Release the calendar marked by disappointment. Trade it for my eternal rhythm, where nothing is rushed, nothing is random, and nothing is lost. Let me carry your regrets and craft them into glory. Let me rewrite the pages you thought were too stained to redeem. I am not done writing. I am just getting started. Now rise in faith. Take my hand. Trust that even the delay was part of my mercy, not my absence. Trust that I was with you in every waiting room, in every unanswered prayer, in every midnight when you wondered if you were forgotten. You never were. I have always been near, timing everything with tenderness. You are not too late. You are exactly where I need you to be for what I'm about to unfold. Stand in my promise now. Walk forward in peace. I hold time, and I hold you. You have looked at the stillness and called it silence. You have seen the door unopened and believed it was locked. You have watched others run ahead while you stood still, and your heart has whispered, maybe I missed it. But hear me now, and hear me well. Just because it has not happened yet does not mean it never will. Delay is not denial, my child. It is divine preparation. I do not withhold to punish. I withhold to perfect. I withhold to protect. I withhold to prepare you to carry what you have prayed for without it crushing you. Wait with me, not with despair, but with expectation. Lean into me while you wait, and you will see what I've been shaping behind the curtain. You think I'm late, but I am preparing a table in the presence of those who once doubted you. You think I've forgotten, but I am constructing the blessing, carving it in detail, down to the very thread that will wrap your joy. I never rush greatness, and I do not forget promises. I remember every word I have spoken over you, and I will bring it to pass. Lift your eyes from the clock and fix them on me. You've looked at timelines and measured progress, but I want you to measure trust. I want you to count not the minutes past, but the miracles being aligned. When you think nothing's moving, I'm moving everything. When the world grows quiet, my voice grows clearer. Listen, I am not delaying to hurt you. I am delaying to bless you in ways you're not yet ready to receive. But soon you will be. Soon, the wait will be over, and you will look back and see how perfect my timing always was. Take heart now. Keep walking. Keep praying. Keep expectant. Your faith is not wasted. Your hope is not in vain. Do not grow weary, for at the appointed time, not a second before or after, you shall reap if you do not faint. My child, I never show up late. I arrive when the fruit is ripe, when the soul is ready, when the heavens align to pour out what I have stored for you. So wait with fire in your heart. Wait with faith in your bones. Sing in the hallway while the door remains closed. I am not finished yet. Your delay is a setup for divine acceleration. I will redeem the years, multiply the blessing, and flood your life with fulfillment. And when it comes, you will say, it was worth the wait. Trust me, I withhold no good thing from those who walk with me. You have mourned dreams you buried. You have watched the light fade from visions that once burned bright within your soul. And in your quiet moments, you have whispered through tears, "Can anything live again?" I answer you now, not with a maybe, not with a wish, but with a holy certainty. I am the God who restores. I do not merely patch what is broken, I recreate. I breathe life into things that have lost their breath. I resurrect what the world called dead. Come closer and listen. No dream is too far gone, no hope too dry, no heart too shattered for me to mend. I am the restorer of all things, hearts, homes, purposes, and promises. I see the ruin, yes, but I also see the resurrection. I do not walk past your rubble, I kneel in it with you. I gather the ashes in my hands and declare beauty where you thought there was only despair. My child, nothing is too ruined for me. Nothing is beyond my reach. Let me restore what was stolen. Let me repay what the enemy took from you. Your peace, your joy, your time, your confidence. I will not let the thief win. I am your defender. I will restore the years the locusts devoured, and I will do it in a way that leaves you speechless. Trust me. Let go of the bitterness. Release the belief that it's too late. I am already breathing life into the bones of what you buried. Feel the wind of my spirit moving. Do you sense it? Restoration is not just possible, it is promised. I specialize in comebacks. I delight in rebuilding what others thought was forever lost. What others discarded, I redeem. That was counted out, a crown. You may feel forgotten, but you are on the brink of being remembered in the courts of heaven. Let me restore your courage. Let me awaken your vision. Let me speak again to your destiny. Step into my restoring love. Let me reintroduce you to the dreams you let die. I will resurrect them, not as they were, but as they were always meant to be. Stronger. Deeper. Sweeter. You are not too broken. You are positioned for beauty. Let the past go, and allow me to give you double for your shame, joy for your mourning, and songs for your silence. I am your God. I am your restorer. And I will finish what I started in you. You keep returning to the chapters I have already closed. You hold in your heart what I have already washed away. But I say this to you now with fierce and holy clarity. Your past does not define you. I do not consult your history to write your destiny. I do not measure your worth by your scars, your failures, or the mistakes etched into your memory. I see the blood of my Son over you. I see the cross, not the shame. I see redemption, not regret. Stop rehearsing what I have already forgiven. Stop bowing to the voice of guilt that says you are unworthy. I have silenced every accuser. I have thrown your sins into the sea of forgetfulness, and I remember them no more. If I, your God, do not hold them against you, why do you still chain yourself to them? I call you righteous, cleansed, beloved. You are not your worst moment. You are mine. Take off the garments of shame. Put on the robe of grace. Come out from the shadows of regret and stand in the light of my love. You are not disqualified. You are not rejected. You are restored. I make all things new, including your identity. The enemy may remind you of who you were, but I remind you of who you are. Chosen, holy, set apart. You are not who they said you were. You are who I say you are. Let my truth echo louder than your memories. Let my grace rewrite the labels you've worn. You are forgiven, not partially but completely. You are loved, not conditionally but eternally. You are accepted, not because of your perfection, but because of my mercy. Rise now. Shake the dust off your soul. Let the past stay buried, and come alive in the new name I've written over you. Your story did not end with your mistake. It began with my mercy. So walk in that truth. Let it carry you. Let it free you. You are not too late. You are not too far gone. You are still mine, and nothing can separate you from my love, not even your past. You have wondered if I've changed my mind about you. You've questioned whether the path is still open, whether the calling still stands. But hear me now. I have never revoked the promise I spoke over your life. My plan has not withered in the presence of your delays. My intention for you did not vanish when you took a wrong turn. What I ordained before time still lives, still breathes, still waits. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. You are still chosen. Every thread of your story matters to me. I am not the God of unfinished sentences or abandoned stories. I do not scribble over pages in regret. I finish what I start. What I've written into your life is still unfolding with precision and grace. Yes, the vision may have tarried. Yes, you may have stepped away in confusion or weariness. But I have never stopped writing. I am the author of your life, and I do not lose interest in my creation. So rise with confidence. Let go of the belief that you missed the only chance you had. Nothing, no detour, no delay, no defeat has canceled my purpose for you. I weave your pain into beauty, your failure into wisdom, your silence into a setup for my glory. Your life is not behind schedule. It is on holy time, and I am still moving. I want you to dream again, not cautiously, but boldly. Imagine beyond what you thought was possible. Envision yourself walking in the fullness of my calling, not someday, but soon. I have plans for you, good plans, hope-filled plans, plans rooted in eternity but destined to unfold in your present. Let me realign your heart with what I declared over you in the beginning. Your gifts are not wasted. Your voice is not silenced. Your influence is not lost. What I start, I finish. I breathe new life into your purpose. I revive what grew cold. I stir up what you buried in resignation. Step into this moment knowing you are standing in the middle of my will, even now. Let me remind you, you are not a mistake. You were placed here on purpose, with purpose, and I am not done revealing what that means. Stay near. Listen well. Follow me step by step. I'm unfolding the path before you. Trust that you are walking into something far greater than what you've left behind. My child, I still have plans for you, and I will bring them to life. My child, if you walk away now, you will miss the rest of what I've been preparing you to hear. You've heard my comfort, but you haven't yet received my commissioning. Don't stop short of your breakthrough. It would grieve me to see you step away before I place the sword of purpose in your hand. Stay with me. I have more to say, more to heal, more to awaken. You felt the distance. You've heard the echo in your spirit where intimacy once sang. And part of you wonders if I've shut the door, if your return would be met with silence, with judgment, with a love grown cold. Let me speak to that ache directly. I have not moved. I have not changed. I have not stopped waiting for you. The invitation still stands. The door is still open. The table is still set. Return to me, not out of obligation, not out of guilt, but because your heart was made for my presence. Every wandering, every weariness, every broken path has only made your longing louder. Come, my child. Let me receive you again, not with punishment but with joy. I am not keeping a record of how long you've been away. I am only watching for the moment you turn your face toward mine. You have not been too far. You are not too lost. Even now, my arms stretch wide. I'm calling your name, not with disappointment, but with delight. I have missed our moments. I have missed the sound of your voice. Come and speak with me again. Let me hear your heart without filters, without shame, without hiding. I already know everything, and yet I still choose you. You think your delay changes how I feel. It does not. My love is not impatient. My mercy is not fragile. I do not shut the door on those who return. In fact, I run to meet them. I clothe them in robes of righteousness. I restore them to the place they thought was lost forever. Let me do that for you. Let me restore your soul. Come without excuses. Come without rehearsing what went wrong. Just come. Let me silence the voices that say you've wandered too long. I am not interested in your perfection. I want your presence. I want your nearness. Return to me, and I will return to you, not as a distant echo, but as the very breath in your lungs, the fire in your bones, the peace that guards your mind. Everything can begin again. The chapters you feared were closed can reopen in glory. The intimacy you mourned can deepen beyond anything you've known. Let me reintroduce you to my heart. Come back, and you will discover that I never stopped loving you, never stopped pursuing you, never stopped preparing a place for you at my side. Come. The delay has not revoked the invitation. You are still welcome. You are still wanted. You are still mine. You've tried to carry the weight of it all. You've measured yourself by what you lacked, what you lost, and what you couldn't fix. And now, you sit exhausted, wondering if you have enough strength to start again. Listen to me. You were never meant to do this alone. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to be willing. My grace is sufficient for you. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. You do not need to earn this. You cannot qualify for what I've really given. You cannot outrun your need for me, and you never have to. My grace is not a backup plan. It is the foundation. It meets you in your lowest valley and carries you when your legs give out. It wraps around your deepest shame and speaks the word forgiven over what you feared could never be healed. So stop striving. Stop proving. Stop trying to impress. I see you, exactly as you are, and I offer you the same grace that raised the dead and opened the grave. My grace is power. It is not passive. It does not merely overlook your flaws, it transforms them. It reshapes your heart, renews your mind, strengthens your hands. Where you are weak, I am strong. Where you stumble, I uphold. Where you falter, I remain steadfast. Receive this grace, not in part, but in full. Let it flood the dry ground of your soul. Let it anoint your wounds and give strength to your spirit. You do not need to fix yourself before you come. Come broken. Come real. Come in surrender. My grace will carry you where your strength cannot. My grace empowers you to rise, not just once, but every time you fall. There is grace for today, grace to begin again, grace to believe again, grace to move forward even when fear whispered lie. There is grace for tomorrow, grace that has already gone ahead, waiting for you in places you haven't yet stepped. Do not disqualify yourself. I have not. Do not count yourself out. I have counted every hair on your head, and I say you are chosen. Let my grace define you. Let it restore your boldness, your peace, your laughter. Let it lift your chin and remind you that you are never too late when you walk with me. This is your moment. Let grace write the next chapter. Let it be enough, for it is. I am enough, and I am with you. You have sat in stillness long enough, weighed down by disappointment, fatigue, and the crushing voices that told you the journey ended at your fall. But hear me now with the fullness of your heart. I never called you to remain in the dust. I never asked you to wear your wounds as proof that you're unworthy. I call you now, with all the love of heaven and the authority of eternity. Rise, my child. Stand not in your strength, but in mine. Walk again, for your path did not vanish with your stumble. I see where you collapsed. I saw the moment your breath caught in your chest and your knees gave out beneath the burden. But I did not walk away. I kneeled beside you. I held your breaking soul. I whispered, not here. Not yet. I have not revoked my assignment. I have not removed my hand. You are not a failure in my eyes. You are still the one I appointed, still the one I prepared, still the one I love without condition. So take my hand now. Let me lift you, not out of pity but with purpose. Let me guide your next step, even if your legs tremble. The fall is not your identity. The rise is your testimony. Let me teach you to walk again, not in striving but in surrender, not in perfection but in presence. This is not about starting over. This is about moving forward with me, step by sacred step. Take off the dirt of discouragement. Refuse to bow to the voices that say it's too late. I have not finished your story. This is the middle, not the end. Every setback is a setup for greater glory. Every delay contains a hidden joy. Every tear you cried on the ground you thought you'd never leave is now watering the soil for something new. You may not feel ready. That's why I'm here. You may not know the way. That's why I lead. You may fear falling again. That's why I hold you. You are never walking alone. I will be beside you in every step. I will catch you before you crumble. I will strengthen you when your resolve begins to shake. Stand now. Walk again. Move forward with fresh oil on your head and renewed courage in your heart. You are not returning to the old path. You are stepping into something entirely new. And I will walk with you until the end. You will not be forsaken, not now, not ever. You are not too late. You are just in time. You have listened to the clock and believed its cruel lie. You have looked at the milestones of others and felt the pang of falling behind. But I speak now to dismantle that deception. You have not missed your purpose. It was not a passing train that left the station without you. It is a living promise written in the fabric of your soul, crafted by my hand, protected by my will, waiting for the moment of unveiling. That moment has not passed. That moment still lives. I saw every detour before you made the turn. I saw every delay before it caught your breath. And I factored them all into the design. You think you disqualified yourself, but I knew the exact hour you would return. I am not surprised by your struggle. I am not disappointed by your pace. I do not measure your value by progress. I measure it by presence, mine in you, and yours in me. Lift your eyes. Stop looking at doors that closed and believing your chance has gone with them. My purpose is not confined to opportunity. It flows through my sovereignty. I use crooked roads to lead to holy destinations. I turn setbacks into sacred redirection. You are not too old. You are not too broken. You are not too late. You are still called. You are still chosen. You are still mine. Let me awaken what slumbers within you. Let me remind you of the dreams you shelved because you thought time ran out. Those dreams were not fantasy. They were planted by me. And I do not forget what I plan. Purpose is not locked in perfect timing. It is fulfilled in my presence. You are not behind. You are in preparation. You are not disqualified. You are in development. What others called missed opportunity, I call miraculous timing. What you saw as failure, I will use as foundation. Nothing is wasted, not the waiting, not the wondering, not the weeping. Every moment is part of the masterpiece. And I, your creator, will reveal what I've been forming in the secret place. So step into purpose with faith, not fear. Trust that what I begin, I complete. Trust that what I promise, I perform. Your life is still fertile ground. Your voice still carries the power of destiny. I wrote your name into the story, and I have not erased it. The ink is permanent. My will is intact. Move forward, not with panic, but with peace. You have not missed it. It is not gone. It is not lost. Your purpose still breathes, and it waits for your yes. You have stood among the ruins of what once was and wondered if anything could live again. You have surveyed the ashes, felt the chill of what burned out, and doubted whether beauty could rise from what collapsed. But I tell you now with unwavering clarity, I specialize in new beginnings, not repairs, not slight adjustments. New beginnings. I do not repackage old pain, I transform it. I do not gloss over brokenness, I redeem it in full. Let me show you what my hands can do. Let me bring forth life from the places you buried in silence. What you think is too shattered for me to touch, I cradle gently and restore completely. I am not intimidated by your past. I am not deterred by your failures. I am the God who creates from nothing, who calls light out of darkness, who speaks and things become. I do not recycle. I resurrect. Each morning, I pour out new mercies. Each breath you take is permission to begin again. I do not remind you of where you fell. I remind you of who you are becoming. I am making all things new, not eventually, but now. Let go of the lie that says transformation is for others. You are not disqualified. You are the very one I came to make whole. Let me into the places you've locked. Let me touch the pain you've tried to manage alone. Give me your fragments, and I will form something magnificent. Your story is not over. The best parts have not yet been told. I'm not rewriting your past. I'm writing a new future. One drenched in grace, dripping with promise, overflowing with hope. You are not chained to your history. You are not trapped in yesterday's choices. I hold the keys. I open the doors. I light the path. I am not asking for perfection. I am asking for surrender. If you will place your life in my hands, I will mold it into something sacred. And everyone who once doubted you will behold my glory in your transformation. Let me do the impossible. Let me build where everything fell. Let me heal what was left unattended. What is broken can be rebuilt in me, stronger, purer, holier than ever before. You are not too late for a fresh start. You are right on time for a new beginning. So take this moment. Step forward. Trust my hands. Watch me create what you never imagined could rise from the ruins. I make all things new, and that includes you. You've seen me begin to awaken what you thought was lost. But child, what if your gift today becomes the spark that ignites someone else's fresh beginning? When you give, you don't just support words, you unlock resurrections. I have said, give, and it will be given to you. And I do not lie. Every super thanks you sow is like oil poured upon dry bones. I breathe, and they rise. You've asked, Lord, how can I be used? This is how. Let your obedience now send my voice into another heart that's still stuck in delay. Now move. Glick. Give. And let me pour through you like rain into a desert soul. You felt my presence begin to rise like morning light. But this is not the end of what I want to reveal. It's only the doorway. If you stop here, you'll leave my promises unopened. You not quiet your spirit when I am still whispering. It would wound my heart to see you pause while I'm still pouring. Listen, child. I am not finished speaking. Keep walking. I'm leading you somewhere holy. You've held on to what should have been released long ago. You've carried burdens that I never asked you to bear, and you've chained yourself to regrets that I already forgave. I see you, struggling to move forward while gripping what drags you backward. But I call you not to freedom, not to strive for it, not to hope for it, but to receive it. Lay it down. Let go. Release the fear. Loosen your grip on the guilt. Surrender the pain that has kept you tethered to a life you were never meant to stay in. My child, I am not asking you to pretend it never happened. I'm asking you to believe that it no longer defines you. The weight of your past decisions, the echoes of others' opinions, the voices that shamed you into silence, these are not your masters. They have no right to govern your steps. I have broken their authority. Now you must sever your agreement with their lies. You were not made to live in a prison built from your own memories. You were made to walk in liberty. Let me lead you there. Come and give me what you cannot carry any longer. You've tried to manage the wound, but I want to heal it. You've tried to suppress the emotion, but I want to transform it. What has haunted you in the silence can be silenced by my truth. You do not need to walk another day wearing chains that grace already broke. Let me cover you. Let me shield your heart. Let me carry the burdens that make your soul tremble. If you want to move forward, you must release what pulls you under. Stop revisiting the tombs of what I buried. Stop giving life to what I declared dead. I am calling you to resurrection, not repetition. I am calling you to boldness, not bondage. Let me carry the sorrow that keeps revisiting your joy. Let me replace your mourning with laughter that springs from the wells of my spirit. Freedom will cost you control, but it will give you peace. It will cost you the comfort of the familiar, but it will gift you the joy of the unknown I have waiting for you. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means finally making space for me to fill. It means trusting that I have something far greater ahead than what you're holding behind. The memories don't have to be erased for you to be released. You only need to take my hand and choose freedom. Let me speak life over what fear tried to paralyze. Let me wash your soul of the residue from places you should have never lingered. Let me silence the names you were never meant to wear. It's time, child. Not next week. Not when you feel stronger. Now, let go. And in the empty place where pain once lived, I will plant purpose, peace, and power. What once held you back will become the very ground where I raise you up. You have questioned whether I'm still speaking. You've wondered if my voice grew faint or if your ears grew dull. You've doubted the direction of your steps, unsure whether you were hearing from me or from your own weariness. But I speak now, and I want you to hear this with the fullness of your heart. I still speak. I still lead. I have never stopped guiding you, not for a single day. You've mistaken silence for absence, but I have been present in every breath. You don't need to search for some booming voice from the clouds. You only need to still your heart. My whisper has never ceased. My spirit continues to nudge, to prompt, to illuminate paths beneath your feet. What feels like confusion is often the noise of your surroundings, not the absence of my direction. I am not hiding from you. I am inviting you closer. Let me recalibrate your hearing. Tune your soul to my frequency again. Shut down the opinions that have drowned out my truth. Block out the noise of culture, comparison, and confusion. Make space for sacred quiet, where my words can find soil in your soul again. I lead not with pressure, but with peace. I do not push, I guide. I do not force, I invite. You will know my leading not because it shouts, but because it settles you. You will recognize my direction because it brings courage where fear once stood. You are not wandering aimlessly. You are being drawn. Even in the seasons where you feel lost, I am laying the next step in front of you. I am lighting your path with the lamp of my word. Every scripture you read, every moment you pause to listen, every time your heart turns toward me, I respond. I lead through peace, through wisdom, through confirmation that settles your unrest. Let me speak to your confusion. Let me illuminate the places you've deemed too complex. Let me restore your ability to discern my voice again. You don't have to figure everything out. You only need to stay close. My sheep know my voice, and you are mine. The enemy wants you to believe that you've fallen too far to hear me again. But that is a lie. Your heart is still soft, and I am still near. To walk with me. I am not silent. I am not distant. I speak through dreams, through my word, through the stillness where faith breathes again. I lead with intentionality. I am not aimless. I am strategic. If you take the next step with me, I will reveal what follows. Stop demanding the full map when I offer the light for the next step. You don't need every answer to walk in obedience. You only need to move when I say, come. You've looked at the size of the problem, and fear told you that faith would never be enough. You've stared at the mountain, unmoved, and wondered if your prayers still matter. You've begun to think that believing doesn't change things, that maybe, for you, the impossible will stay untouched. But hear me now. Your faith is not powerless. It is not abated. It is not ignored. Faith still moves mountains, and yours will too. Let me awaken the power I placed within you. You do not need to feel strong for your faith to be effective. You only need to activate it. Speak not to your situation in fear, but to your mountain in faith. Declare with the voice I gave you that nothing will stand in the way of what I have promised. It takes only a seed, but it must be planted. It must be spoken. It must be walked out. Stop measuring your faith by your feelings. Faith is not emotion. It is conviction. It stands firm when your heart trembles. It believes even when circumstances don't shift. It keeps walking when the path is covered in fog. And I honor it every time. I have never turned away a single act of faith. I am moved by trust, not performance. And I am responding to the stirring in your heart right now. Let me show you what faith can do when it is anchored in me. Let me reveal what happens when you stop waiting for the mountain to move itself, and instead begin commanding it in my name. I gave you authority, not so you could sit in fear, but so you could stand in power. Your words, when aligned with mine, carry creative force. Don't waste them on despair. Use them to shift atmospheres. Faith invites miracles. Faith unlocks provision. Faith breaks chains. It is not a wish. It is a weapon. And in your hands, it will cut through the impossible. I am still the God of the miraculous. I still heal. I still restore. I still part seas. I still silence storms. Do not believe for less. Expect more. Speak it. Declare it. Walk in it. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Start with the seed you have. It will grow. It will strengthen. And it will move the immovable when you place it in my hand. I'm not asking you to climb the mountain. I'm asking you to speak to it. Watch what I will do when your faith meets my power. The mountain will move, and you will walk forward, unshaken, unafraid, and fully alive. You've looked at seasons that seemed pointless, moments that bled purpose until they felt empty, and you've asked me quietly, was any of it worth it? I answer you not with a whisper, but with a divine assurance. Nothing is wasted. Not one tear. Not one delay. Not one step that felt like a failure. Every piece of your journey has been gathered into my hands, not to be discarded, but to be repurposed with glory. I do not overlook the moments you've buried. I transform them. Let me show you how I use everything. When you thought you were wandering, I was developing endurance. When it felt like the wilderness, I was forming trust. Even in your lowest valley, I was shaping wisdom, cultivating humility, stretching faith. You saw nothing but loss, but I was forging legacy. You mourned the years that seemed lost, but I was quietly preparing your harvest beneath the soil of sorrow. You've seen setbacks and called them waste, but I called them foundations. The silence you despised has become the space where my voice will roar. The heartbreak that left you gasping for breath has now become the opening where I pour my healing. Nothing you surrendered to me will rot. I do not forget offerings laid down in faith. I remember them all. Let go of the belief that your mistakes invalidated your mission. I use even your failures as fertilizer. I use regret as raw material for redemption. I craft testimonies out of tragedy. Nothing I touch remains in ruins. If you will trust me, I will take what looked like rubble and raise a fortress from it. You may not understand every reason. That is not your burden. Your calling is to believe that I'm still working. You don't have to make sense of the pain to see the power it can produce. I see the full picture. I hold every thread. And I assure you, child, not a single moment has been wasted when surrendered into my hands. Let your faith be restored. Let hope rise from the ashes of confusion. I collect your tears in my bottle. I remember the prayers you forgot you'd even whispered. I saw your faithful steps when no one else applauded. I counted your obedience in the dark. I watched your integrity remain when compromise would have been easier. I will honor all of it. Wait and watch. I will take what seemed random and reveal its design. I will gather the broken pieces and assemble a masterpiece. I will redeem every moment, every wound, every detour. Trust me. You haven't lost time. You gained depth. You haven't missed your moment. You've been made ready for it. You've questioned your place in my heart. You've assumed that distance equals dismissal, that delay means rejection. You've tried to earn again what you never lost, your belonging. But hear me clearly now, nothing you've done has changed who you are to me. You are still my child. You doubted, yes. You've fallen, yes. You've wandered. But never once did I revoke my love. Never once did I remove your name from my heart. I adopted you, and I do not unchoose what I have chosen. You may feel like a guest in places where you were meant to be a son, a daughter. But that feeling is not truth. It is fear. Let me remind you of your place. I have given you access. I have given you inheritance. I have placed a robe on your shoulders and a ring on your hand, not because you earned it, but because I love you relentlessly. You do not have to beg to be close. You only need to return. My arms are open. My presence is ready. Stop calling yourself what I never named you. You are not forgotten. You are not tolerated. You are not barely accepted. You are mine. And my love does not fluctuate with your performance. I am steady. I am secure. I do not abandon. I do not withhold affection until you behave. I give myself fully and freely, even in your weakest moment. Come back to the place of belonging. Rest your head on the shoulders of grace. Let me remind you that your value was never attached to your pace, your success, or your record. It was sealed by my blood, declared from eternity, and remains unshaken. You cannot be too late for my love. You cannot outgrow my embrace. You belong now as much as you ever have, maybe more, because now you know what it feels like to long for home. Let this be the moment you stop striving and start abiding. Let it be the hour you stop proving and start receiving. The enemy wants you to feel like a stranger to my presence. But I say you are family. You are welcome. You are wanted. You are seen. Do not retreat from me when you fall. Run to me. Do not silence your prayers when shame rises. Speak louder. Let your voice rise again. I'm listening, not because you've earned my attention, but because you already have my heart. You are not a visitor in my kingdom. You are not late to the table. You are still mine. You've come far, and my voice has met you in places even your tears couldn't name. But there is more I still want to show you. Realignment, restoration, resurrection. If you close your heart now, you will silence what I still long to sing over you. Please don't turn away when you're this close to revelation. Keep listening, my beloved. My heart is still calling your name. You've looked at the ticking of the clock and felt panic rise in your chest. You've watched the calendar flip, and with each passing season, you've believed the lie that you're falling behind. But I speak this truth into your racing thoughts. Time is in my hands. Not your hands. Not the hands of the world. Not the hands of those who said you're too late. Mine. I hold eternity, and I hold every single moment of your life with the same care and clarity. I am not early. I am not late. I move with divine accuracy. I'm not reacting to circumstances. I'm orchestrating outcomes. What looks like delay to you is often alignment from me. While you are tracking time by days and years, I am arranging destinies by purpose and readiness. You thought you missed the moment, but I am preparing the stage. You assumed you were behind, but I was protecting you from what wasn't meant to touch your story. Let me take the pressure off your shoulders. You don't need to speed up to catch my will. You only need to walk in surrender. Time is not your enemy. Time, when surrendered, becomes a sacred tool in my hand to accomplish things beyond your comprehension. Stop comparing your journey to theirs. Their timeline was never your template. I wrote yours with intention, with forethought, with love. Trust that. I know when to open the door. I know when to close it. I know when to say not yet, and I know when to declare now. Your part is to stay close enough to hear my cue. Do not let delay create doubt. Do not let waiting become wondering. I am not punishing you with time. I am preparing you with it. Every second I hold has purpose. Rest in my divine schedule. Walk at my pace. You do not need to hustle your way into destiny. Let me lead. Let me carry the pressure of timing. Let me surprise you with doors that swing open when you least expect it. The vision will not lie. It will not be late. It will come to pass, precisely when it is supposed to. Trust me with your days and your decades. Trust me with your moments and your milestones. I waste no time, and I do not let time waste you. I am shaping something holy in you that could only be formed in this stretch. Breathe. Be still. Know that I am God, and I am never rushed. You've been staring at doors that won't open, promises that seem frozen, and prayers that echo back unanswered. You've watched dreams bend under pressure, plans dissolve in the waiting, and your heart began to whisper the most dangerous lie. Maybe hope is gone. But I speak now into the depths of that despair, and I tell you plainly, hope is not lost. It may feel buried beneath disappointment, but it is still breathing. I placed it there myself, and nothing has the power to extinguish what I planted. Let me remind you of who I am. I am not the God of almost. I am not the God of nearly. I am the God who finishes, the one who sustains, the one who fulfills what I promise without fail. The outcome you wait for may look delayed, but the hand that holds your hope is unwavering. I do not falter. I do not lie. My word is not theory. It is truth sealed in eternity and active in your present. You think your hope is fragile because you've watched things crumble. But what you carry isn't weak. It has survived storms, silence, and seasons of sorrow. That is not failure. That is faith. That is endurance. That is a sign that your heart still leans toward me, even when your mind wrestles with doubt. Let me breathe fresh wind on that flicker. Let me turn that ember into flame. You don't need to manufacture more hope. You only need to receive what I am pouring out again. Fresh oil, fresh vision, fresh fire. I am moving, even if you cannot trace it. I am rebuilding, even if you cannot see it. The doors that stayed closed were not locked in cruelty. They were shielded by mercy. I protected you from walking into something unfinished. I spared you from settling for something that would have broken what I am healing. Trust my restraint as much as you trust my release. Lift your eyes, child. Do not stare at the ground where disappointment tried to root itself. Look up. Look forward. Hope is rising on the horizon, not as a distant dream but as a present force. I have already begun a new work. I have already stirred the waters. And even now, I am working behind the scenes, moving pieces into place with sovereign brilliance. I do not let hope wither. I cultivate it in secret and reveal it in glory. So anchor yourself again, not in outcomes but in me. I will not let your hope collapse. I will not allow your waiting to end in ruin. I am faithful. I am near. I am building something eternal in you. Keep your eyes on my promise, not the problem. You are not at the end. You are at the edge of something new. Hope is alive, and so are you. You've convinced yourself that you're behind, that your slow start means you can never catch up, that your detours have forfeited destiny. But I speak now to break the lie that age or timing limits what I can do. History proves it. My word declares it. I have always used the ones who arrived late to show the greatness of my power. You are not disqualified by delay. You are prepared through it. Look at the ones I chose. Abraham held the promise long before he held the child. The world saw an old man, but I saw a father of nations. Moses ran from failure and exile, but I met him in the wilderness with fire and sent him back with purpose. Paul once silenced believers with violence, but I transformed his zeal into gospel fire that shook nations. I have never chosen based on perfect timing. I have always chosen based on divine timing, and my timing is never wrong. You are not the exception. What I did for them, I will do through you. I am not finished forming you. You are not at the end. You are at the exact moment I've prepared to launch you forward. Every year that felt wasted has been anointed with unseen preparation. Every closed door was training ground. Every hidden season was construction of your character. Let go of the belief that you are too late. That belief is not humility. It is bondage. I do not see you as expired. I see you as ripe. Ripe with testimony. Ripe with fire. Ripe with vision that has survived the crushing. I use those who have endured, because they understand the weight of glory. I use those who were counted out, because I delight in rewriting the narratives of man. Stand up from the shadows of comparison. Your story is not your measuring stick. I wrote your script with a rhythm all its own. Your purpose has not passed you by. It has waited patiently for you to arrive with the maturity, humility, and hunger that only time could shape. Now is not too late. Now is just right. You not hold back. You not settle for silence. Wise with courage. Speak again. Build again. Woo again. Your delay will be your demonstration. Your comeback will be your confirmation. I choose late bloomers to display the brilliance of my grace. You will not finish empty. You will finish strong. And the world will witness what I can do through the one who dared to believe again. You hesitated. You've waited for a sign so clear it would erase all doubt. You've told yourself tomorrow, next week, later. But I speak now, and I speak with urgency. Now is the time to act. Not because you're perfectly ready, not because the path is fully laid out, but because I have declared this your moment to move. Delay has served its purpose. Obedience is now your invitation. You cannot afford to wait for certainty before you step in faith. Faith never waits for perfect clarity. It moves in alignment with my voice. And I have spoken. I am not distant or indifferent. I am prompting you forward. What you start today, no matter how small, will unlock doors that were hidden until obedience turned the key. Waiting will no longer serve you. Movement will. Stop rehearsing your doubts. Stop giving your fears the final word. I am calling you to act, not impulsively, but with holy conviction. I have prepared the way. I am not asking you to leap into the unknown without me. I am walking with you. The ground beneath you has already been touched by my promise. The path ahead of you is already saturated in my provision. Let go of the lie that says acting now is risky. The greater risk is stagnation. The danger is in disobedience dressed as delay. I am ready. Heaven is poised. The fullness of time has come for you to rise, speak, build, create, sow, pray, and step. There is blessing reserved for this obedience. There is breakthrough tied to this moment. What you do now will ripple through generations. So move. Don't just think. Don't just wish. Don't just plan. Act. Obey the stirring in your spirit. Obey the nudge in your soul. Obey what you've heard me whisper in secret. You are not waiting for confirmation. You already have my word. And when I speak, things shift. When you move, things break open. One step today has the power to unravel years of confusion. One word spoken in faith can spark revival. One act of trust can shatter the ceiling that fear built. Do not miss the moment because you're waiting to feel ready. You will feel the strength after you take the step. Obedience births momentum. Movement births miracles. Now is not too late. Now is exactly right. You've walked through valleys wondering if the light you once saw was just imagination. You stood in the middle of seasons you thought would never end, and you've asked in quiet desperation, God, did you forget to finish what you started? But I declare to you now with the weight of eternity behind my voice, I finish what I begin. I do not abandon what I've authored. I do not forsake the ones I've called. I do not pause halfway through a promise and walk away. Look at me. Look beyond your doubts, beyond the whispers of shame, beyond the evidence of delay. Fix your eyes on the one who spoke galaxies into motion and still cares to number every hair on your head. I have not changed my mind about you. I have not rewritten your purpose. I am still moving, still building, still refining, and I will bring to completion what I began within you, even when your strength has worn thin. You may not see the final picture yet, but I do. Every detail is intact. Every thread has meaning. Nothing has unraveled beyond my ability to restore. Even in the silence, I've been working. Even in the waiting, I've been aligning. What you thought was stillness hath been strategy. What felt like abandonment was preparation in disguise. The foundation must be deep when the structure is destined to rise high. And I am building something through you that will not collapse when the winds of life strike. I am not moved by setbacks. I am not discouraged by your moments of doubt. I am not offended by your questions. I knew every weakness you would carry, and I chose you anyway. I knew every time you would falter, and I still began the work. I do not initiate growth just to watch it wither. I water, I prune, I tend, and I finish. Every promise I make is backed by heaven's full authority. When I speak, it is law. When I move, nothing can stop me. Let me remind you of who I am. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I write the first word, and I will pen the last. I do not rely on your strength to carry what I have ordained. I carry you. I sustain you. I equip you with what you need for the next step, and I surround you with grace for the ones that follow. You are not holding this together. I am. And I do not fail. Take courage. You are still on the path. You are not too late. You are not too far behind. You are not forgotten in some unfinished chapter. You are moving steadily toward the fulfillment of everything I have spoken. My word does not return void. It returns fulfilled. My plan is not at risk of expiration. It is unfolding on time. You are being drawn closer, not pushed away. Trust me to complete the masterpiece. Trust me to write the final line with glory. Trust me to bring beauty where ashes once ruled. The end of your strength is not the end of my plan. It is the beginning of my power. Lay down your timeline. Lay down your fear. Lift up your eyes and receive this promise. I started this, and I will finish it. The ending you feared is not the one I've written. The story you thought was closing is just beginning a new chapter. You will not be left unfinished. You will not be left behind. I am faithful to the end. And you, my child, are still in my hands. You've heard me say it. I finish what I start. But do you know, my child, that through your giving, I finish what I start in others too? Each gift you offer is a seed of purpose breaking through someone else's despair. I am the Lord of the harvest, and when you sow, I multiply. You said, "Use me, Lord," and I answer now. This is your moment to help me reach another who believes it's too late. This is not about charity. It's about legacy. Act now. Join this movement of mercy. Open the gate for another soul to hear. You are not too late. You've heard my voice today, not through thunder or lightning, but through every word that reached the places even you tried to ignore. You felt the stirring, the awakening of what you thought was too late, too broken, too far gone. But now I ask you to respond. Pause for a moment. Breathe in my presence. Now open your mouth or move your hands and make it known. I am not too late. I still belong to Him. Speak it aloud. Write it below. Declare it in the comments as a line carved into eternity, because every time you declare truth, you drive back the lie that tried to silence you. Tell me what you're returning to. Speak what you are believing for. Write the one thing the enemy said was finished, and now claim it again in faith. Let this be your moment of reflection, your act of courage, your stamp of defiance against every voice that told you it was over. You are not too late, and your declaration will echo into tomorrow. My child, this is not the end of our conversation. This is only the opening sentence of a daily encounter. You do not need to go another day feeling alone, uncertain, forgotten, or misaligned. Come back tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. I am here, always ready to speak life, restore hope, wash over your soul, and draw you deeper into my heart. Let this become your sacred rhythm. Let it anchor your day in heaven's voice before the world tries to tell you who you are. Set your reminder now. Make space in your day. Create your altar. And when you return, begin with these sacred words. Speak, Lord, I am listening. Say them aloud. Whisper them from your bed. Write them on your mirror. Let it be the key that opens your ears again. Let it be the sound that tells your heart, this is holy ground. When you say it, I will answer. When you listen, I will reveal. Come back, not just for words, but for communion. Not just for encouragement, but for transformation. Not just for inspiration, but for intimacy. Each day, I will meet you with fresh mercy, deeper revelation, and the power you need to live fully alive. You were never meant to walk this path alone. I will walk with you, day by day, breath by breath, glory to glory. So return, again and again, until the lie no longer has a voice, until your heart beats steady in my presence, until the world hears the echo of heaven through the life you now live. You are mine. You are not too late. And I will speak to you again tomorrow. Just say the words, speak, Lord, I am listening, and I will come. Every time. Amen. If you believe in me, your Heavenly Father, then like this video and leave a heartfelt amen in the comments. If you want to stay closer to me, then subscribe to this channel. My dear child, I have been watching over you since the beginning of time, paying close attention to every cry and whispered prayer that comes from your heart. Because I have seen your faith, your desire, and your deep need for my touch, I am coming to visit you today. I am going to enter your home and become the center of your life. I am the all-powerful, and I can handle anything. I want to use my power to change your situation and fix everything that seems broken beyond repair. Your faith is what makes these miracles possible. But know this, my love for you will never change, no matter what happens or how many times you fail. You can count on me because I don't leave people who truly seek me. I'm here to support, heal, and give you hope, and I won't judge or blame you. If you want to rest, think of me as a loving Father who knows every tear and fear you have. I can see that your strength has been tested to the limit. You're tired and know that you can't go this road by yourself. There is no hope in the empty desert that you and your family are crossing because of how lonely it is. Words said out of anger or contempt have hurt you deeply and made you thirsty for real love. Every hard time you go through is burned into your feet as you walk along this hot road. My child, I know how much it hurts and how much you have to carry. I hold you, though, even in this wild place. For those who want to hurt you, whether they can be seen or not, I say to you that I am your shield and shield. I'm putting you through these tests not to kill you, but to make you stronger, like how gold shines only after going through fire. Remember, my darling, that this test is meant to bring out the genius I've put inside you. Your pain isn't pointless. It's making you into someone who can shine with my light. Help people who are having a hard time by using what you've learned here. When someone falls, reach out and help them get back up. I want you to let go of old burdens like anger that leads to resentment, pride that hides real humility, fear that tells lies, doubt that makes you question my goodness, and a lack of faith that keeps you from fully believing my plan. Don't keep your eyes on the past, where hurt and sorrow still live. Remember that the present and future I offer you are much more beautiful than any broken memories you may have. Let yourself be thankful for the little things, like the warm sun on your face or the soft laughs around the table. Think about all the little ways I've shown you grace, and all the big ways I've shown you kindness. You will see that you are worth much more than any treasure on earth, more than money, fancy things, or short-lived fame, if you have a clean conscience and my values live in you. To me, your family is worth more than anything else, and their future holds far more potential than any material gain could ever give. Don't worry about losing things that won't last forever, and don't be sad over things that don't matter in the long run. Look at loving me with all your heart instead, because I am the one who gives you everything you need. And now, pay attention to how I act for you. It's important to pay close attention to the doors I open, the chances I present, and the people I bring your way. Good things will happen to you, and sometimes they'll happen in ways you don't expect. At first, this could mean that you have to deal with problems and delays that seem hard to understand or even painful. But have faith that I can turn every problem into a way to win. Please don't give up, because my ways are better than yours and I can see the end from the beginning. Keep your faith in me, and know that I can turn what looks like a failure into a huge step forward. I want to tell you that you are not walking alone. Dear love, the door is wide open for you to come in. I want you to come in. If you invite me or call out to me, know that I will answer with kindness and strength. Put down all your worries when you're with me, and let me lift your heart. You're not going to live in the desert forever. It's just a passageway that brings you closer to me and changes you into my ideal. Believe that my love never ends, my kindness lasts, and my faithfulness will lead you to a future full of real joy and peace, even when things get hard. I'm the one who wipes your tears and makes you feel better, my child. I'm the one who stays by your side when everyone else leaves. Please know that I picked this moment to show you how much I love you. Take a deep breath in and feel my hug. Trust the word I spoke over you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. I'll pick you up, make you strong again, and put your feet on solid ground. So, don't be afraid. Come to me, and I will change your fate and give you my endless hope. Watch as my light shines through the darkness, and trust that I, your Lord, will hold you safe and lead you to a life full of joy. I have already planted the seeds of wealth and plenty of blessings behind every burden, every loss, and every source of anger you feel. You need to know that even when things look hopeless, I'm working through them to make your life better. My wish for you is that you learn to walk calmly and use the gifts and provisions I give you with care and wisdom. If you want advice, read what I've written first. It is full of truths that will give you life and help you use the skills I gave you to the fullest. Be careful, though, my child. The shine of things can tempt you and take your heart away from me. Don't try to get famous or get into too much debt for vanity's sake. These things will only cause you stress and sadness. Instead, pay attention to what's important. Spending time with me will help your spirit reach new heights. Let my promises and directions fill your heart, because I will show you many wonderful, hidden things you never thought possible. I want to show you things that will amaze you and let you know that I will always be with you. Pay attention to your own health and the wants of your family. Don't forget about your health or the unity of your family. Do not put off until tomorrow what you can do today. I gave you both strength and knowledge to help you deal with the problems you face. If you don't listen to me and put things off, you might be rushing at the last minute with anxious thoughts. But I don't want you to feel hopeless or beaten. You should be brave and ready to do the right thing. Get up today and live your life by faith. There is bravery in your heart that I put there. Fear should not shut it down, even if your feelings tell you that you are too weak or scared. Keep doing good things. Don't let what other people say or think of you stop you from following the right road. Some people might not agree with your new path and healthy choices. If you decide to follow my plans, they might get angry or stop talking to you. Give them to me. Really pray for them. But keep in mind that people who knowingly walk toward a chasm can't teach you the right way to live. Let me take care of them. Your job is to stay steady and loyal, and in everything you do, try to respect me. Put me first above all else. If you put me first, if you decide to love me and follow my word, then I will not only help you, but also give you benefits that are much greater than gold or silver. Take heart, even if you feel hurt, tired, or even beaten from time to time. I can bring your spirit back to life. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you will be stronger and bigger than ever. I will bring your drive, hope, and determination back to life. Many people will see how I've blessed you, and you will be able to say that your faith wasn't for nothing. You will trade in your sad clothes for honorable ones, and I will reward you with the honor that shows my glory. I will be seen and felt in your home, and you will know that what I said is true. Let these words stay with you for a long time. Pause for a moment, even if you are short on time, and let this comfort you. I am proud of your persistence. You have touched my heart by sticking with me through hard times and never giving up on my loyalty. Here and now, I promise to bless you and your family even more than I already have. Keep going this way. Do not give up when things get hard, and do not run away when you're scared. Right now, raise your hands and eyes to the sky. I'm always here to help you. When you feel like you can't take being tired any longer, come talk to me honestly. Talk about your hopes, fears, and greatest desires. Your thoughts and feelings are the only things I can fully understand and treat with kindness. Don't forget that people don't just live on bread. Every word that comes from my throne keeps you going. The bread I'm giving you now is spiritual food that will give you hope and faith that I am on your side. This is my peace with you. It is so deep that it stays strong even when storms come. Let this peace grow in your heart. Take some time to rest in it and let it lead you forward. You can keep going even when you feel like you can't. Remember that the fire of my love will carry you through any task. I am the one who writes hope. Let me be the one who protects you with kindness and mercy and always stands by your side. Believe my words, because I will never break them, and know that I am on your side. People in the world may use short-term measures of success, but I measure it by how strong your faith is and how much you love me. My child, you are not going on this trip by yourself. I am with you all the time, even when it is quiet and you can't feel my presence. You have never been left alone, and I will never leave you. I will keep working in your life to make things better, open doors, and put you in touch with people who can help you grow. Putting me at the heart of everything will show you how my blessings overflow in both the little things and the big steps forward. Other people will hear you say that I brought you out of the desert, quenched your thirst with live water, and made your morning joyful. I want you to remember that I am with you all the time, in all seasons and on all paths. I am closer than your breath. When I made you, I gave you a desire to be loved and to belong. I also told your spirit that the only place you could find true happiness was in my eternal love. Even the people you care about can fail. When you least expect it, they might leave you without telling you. Their hearts may change, but my love is different. It lasts forever and is safe. Your heavenly Father will always hold you in my arms and call you my dear one, even when everything else seems to fall apart. I can see into your heart and feel how much you want to be loved and accepted. But I urge you not to put your hope in the views or approval of other people, because they change quickly. No one, how nice or good they are, can take my place in your life. I, the one who made the stars, have picked you to be my child. I want you to know that I am your safe place, your wall against the storm, and that my love wraps around you like a warm blanket on a cold night. Don't give the most important spot in your heart to people who might leave you or abuse your trust. I did make you to share love, but let me hold that love down. Let me be the strong base on which all other relationships are built. Remember that hope you've been looking for a long time. Before you even said a word, I put it there. No matter how alone you feel, you are not an orphan. Many people in your life will turn their backs on you, but I will always have a warm place in my heart for you. Like a proud parent who never leaves his kids alone, I am here to shine a light on your road and lead you from defeat to victory. It's in my nature to help you grow mentally, emotionally, and even in the everyday problems that life throws at you. And when you let me into your heart, you will find peace in the middle of life's storms and strength when you feel weak. I really want to be your best friend. You should be able to tell me the truth without worrying about being judged or turned down. Let your words flow when you're sad, angry, confused, or even happy. When you open your mouth and tell me about your secret problems, you awaken a strong force, your faith. Miracles start to happen at that holy moment. Calling on my name breaks the chains that are holding you back. You start to feel less tense inside, and your mind fills with a quiet peace that the world can't give. Today, right now, is the best time for you to sit down with me. Take a moment out of your busy day to reach out and lean in to hear my soft voice. I am not here to tell you how bad you are or list all of your mistakes. Don't worry, my child. I'm here to put your mind at ease and tell you how much I love you. When you wake up in the morning, I can't wait to hear your words and feel your heart pulling toward me out of faith. It's like sweet incense rising to my throne when people say, I need you. I love you. Every morning when the sun comes up, I shower your home with new gifts. I protect your family and fill every part of your life with my presence. Don't forget this important truth. I am ready to help you through any problem. My door will not stay shut if you knock on it. If you ask me to bless you with good things, I will happily do so, wrapped in my love that never fails. You have shown. You were faithful with what you had and showed thanks even when things were hard. I saw your quiet determination to keep going. Now I promise you this. I will give you more land. Because I care about you like a father, I will give you extra, more than you can ask for. Other people may try to give you a cheap version of love and happiness, but I am the only one who can truly and permanently calm you down. I have given you great gifts, unwavering faith, unshakable courage, and a strong spirit. You can climb the highest mountains with these. You should walk through the darkest slopes. Because my power is living inside you, there is nothing that can really stop you. Don't give up on me, your living, all-powerful God. Say out loud that you believe in my power, and doors will appear where there were only walls before. Say my name over and over. Keep coming to me, and know that I am greater than any problem you will ever face. Don't worry, I know you do. I know you've spent nights worrying about what will happen, but don't worry. Every tear you shed has impacted my heart. I am the God who takes your tears and turns them into proof of how faithful I am. Lift your eyes to me even when it seems like darkness is all around you. Your light shines through the night and leads you to safe places to rest. So, kid, talk to me. Tell me about your deepest hopes, dreams, and even heartbreaks. Let me be the one to breathe life into those sad, dry bones. Don't let doubt rule your life. Instead, let go of your fears and let your heart be open, wide open to my promises. Listen for my voice, which is like a soft air that makes you think of a love that is too strong for words. I will never leave you, not now or ever. I will hold you up with my strong right hand and guide you to the path I have planned for you. Today, I want you to know that I believe in you. As you still worship me even though things are hard for you, I have seen your quiet acts of faith and your desire to grow. I have heard your prayers, both the ones you said out loud and the ones you kept to yourself. This is my response even now, planning events, sending you people who will bless you, and making sure that everything falls into place so that what seems impossible can happen. Come rest in me. Feel my peace fill your heart and remind you that you are safe in my arms. The world changes, but my love stays the same. Some people may not fully understand you, but I love you no matter what. Allow my happiness to fill every part of your soul that is tired and give you hope that can't be shaken. You are more important to me than you will ever fully understand. Be sure when you say my name and tell me you believe what you say. Check out how faith opens up new chances. Feel how my spirit surrounds you and gives you the strength to face each day with new energy. Take comfort in knowing that I am the source of love, peace, and magic. Yes, my child, I am your Father in heaven, and you will never be alone. My dear child, I see all the worries that are on your mind and know that you get angry when things don't go as planned. But please take a moment to stop, breathe deeply, and let my promise sink deep into your heart. I am here by your side, ready to show you how powerful I am. Every problem you have gives me a chance to fix what seems broken and make something truly wonderful. In my eyes, you are worth a lot, and I won't let you walk around alone or go into danger without my safety. But I want you to pay close attention to the signs I put up along the way. When I show you a certain way, trust me that I can see many things that you can't. I know that you don't always know who to trust because not everyone around you is honest. Because I love you, I have to keep you safe from fake friends and broken promises. Every smile, gift, and kind word has a reason behind it for me. Some people may only be interested in being with you to get something from it, but when you need help, they are nowhere to be found. Don't worry, every time I block away or take someone out of your life, it is because I am answering the prayer you whispered for safety and freedom. I am always working for your good, even when you feel like you've lost something or been rejected. I take away any danger you don't yet see. Let my peace rest over you like a warm blanket on a cold night, my child. Take deep breaths. It wasn't meant for your soul to live in worry and doubt. Rest easy knowing that I am getting you ready for better things, good things, at the right time for me. Do not give up if you feel like you are not making progress quickly. Huge obstacles, far ahead, dangerous traps you haven't seen yet, so that the road is safe and free of any secret dangers by the time you get to them. You're in the wait. Trust me. Trust me even if you don't see any changes right away. I love you more than anything else in the world. I want you to grow and develop without getting hurt because I'm your loving parent. Ask me what I'm teaching you if you feel like things are taking too long or that doors are being shut. A lot of the time, the best lessons are learned while we wait. Prayers will work if you keep them coming to me. Every suggestion I get is a thread in the tapestry of your life. When things finally come together, you'll be amazed at how well I orchestrated everything, and you'll be so thankful. Don't ever question that I am working hard for you. My hands are unlocking doors that may have seemed locked for good. My presence is with you in the fights you have for your future, your health, your job, and your family. Trust me, you won't be going through these hard times by yourself. My spirit is with you the whole time. Lean into me when you're tired and not sure what to do. Tell me about your worries and your goals, and know that I hear you. I can take care of any need, no matter how big or small. The same power that made the earth and the sky is now fixing up the broken parts of your life. Will I really overcome? Question you ask. I say yes, of course. I, the Lord your God, say that you have won your battles. People around you might only see problems, but I see chances to grow. As I pour out hope, I give you new life to keep moving forward and covering your heart with a shield of security so that no weapon made against you can work. I promise to make you the head and not the tail, to plant you like a tree by living water so that you will bear many fruits when the time comes. My dear, let this hope hold you up and calm your rushing thoughts. When worries come up like waves in a storm, remember what I said. Take a deep breath in and let go of the tightness in your chest as you realize I am the safest person around you will ever know as a haven. When people let you down or things happen that make you feel unsafe, know that I do not leave my children. I'm not limited by what people can do, and I won't forget your heart's pleas. I can see the tears you wipe away and the prayers you say to yourself in the dead of night. Believe that I am already turning those tears into a story of victory. Pay close attention, because my wonders sometimes show up quietly, like the first light of dawn. Sometimes they flash like lightning across a dark room sky. But every time, my love is behind them, shaping the result for your best. Keep your spiritual eyes open so you can see where I've left my mark on your life. Your hope is not a far-off dream. It is a real thing that gets closer every time you match your heart with mine. Today is the day to have hope. Despite the bad times you've been through, I promise you that the best parts of your story are still to come. I'm giving you new hope and bravery and starting a fire, and you're excited about what's to come. My child, if you walk away now, you will miss the rest of what I've been preparing you to hear. You've heard my comfort, but you haven't yet received my commissioning. Don't stop short of your breakthrough. It would grieve me to see you step away before I place the sword of purpose in your hand. Stay with me. I have more to say, more to heal, more to awaken. If you believe in me, your Heavenly Father, then like this video and leave a heartfelt amen in the comments. If you want to stay closer to me, then subscribe to this channel. I've been asked to be with you no matter what. I heard you and talked back. My hands are already taking down walls, setting up scenes, and putting everything where it needs to be. So, my dear child, don't give up when you question. Trust that I will keep my promises to you. If you're worried, pray to me. Remember that I am your protector if you feel weak. When you feel alone, remember that I am always with you, even when it's quiet. I love that never changes. Like a strong will protect you, and my power is at work in all the parts of your life that matter to you. Please stay with me and watch how I turn hardship into growth, fear into bravery, and sadness into dancing. Right now, I'm giving you a new perspective and opening big doors that will lead you to a path of plenty and safety. Have faith that if you keep looking for me, you will find the win you want and more. I love you very much, and my love will never fail you. Don't lift your head or look at me anymore. It's okay to cry because I'm about to shower you with my powerful gifts. From now on, get your heart ready to come to me with thanksgiving, because great things are going to happen in your life. Accept that I am in your home. Let everyone in your family feel my presence and honor me in their hearts. As I walk among you, I change hearts that are stubborn into hearts that are gentle. I'm taking away the sadness, and pain that kept you from laughing. Without any restrictions. It will not be long before people who are depressed feel joy again, like the sun breaking through a dark night. I'm getting rid of all the sickness and lack in your house right now by filling every room with my bright light and the promise of rescue. I bring you an unending love and peace that goes beyond anything you can understand on earth. Remember that I protect your life with an unbreakable shield and keep you and the people you love safe under my wings. There is no evil that can get past my defense. Believe that I will lead you. Good paths are ones where you can walk without worrying, having questions, or being afraid. I love you deeply, and I hold your loved ones with gentle care. Let these words sink into your heart. I only ask that you let my endless love into your soul so that it can comfort you. I want you to look for me more often, in quiet places and in the simple beauty of nature. That's where I will feed your soul and renew your spirit, away from the hurry of everyday life. During these quiet times you'll feel my presence, like a soft breeze. It cools you down. You'll find that my power is working around you, getting rid of the bad things that were in your way before. I'm getting rid of the secret problems that led to so many of your past failures. You no longer have to feel ashamed or guilty because I have already made you clean. My blood washed away your sins, and now you are not tired. But I am giving you new power to become braver every day. Always have faith that my guardian angels will bring you the good things I want for you. Believe in wonders and speak my name with all your heart, because I love you more than you can understand. You will always be important to me, and I know the deep worry you have, the worry that only you and I know about. Soon, you'll see how I clear up your questions and help you find peace in the situations that have been making you so anxious. My child, take a deep breath and trust in my promises. I heard you when you were so sad that you didn't know where to turn and cried out. I'm now coming to you, inviting you to give me all of your heavy loads. Let go of your fears. Open your arms. I'm ready to pick you up and tell you that you are special for my great plans. Yes, my child, no one can take away your good fortune. No one can change the plan I have made for your future. All fears pale in comparison to my love. All noise is drowned out by my peace, and all chains are broken by my kindness. In the coming days, you will see for yourself how I continue to do amazing things in your life and make every step a sign of my glory and loyalty. Please come close to me and pay close attention to what I say. I want to give you knowledge so that you will be able to stand firm when temptation and trials come your way. The rewards for sticking to your promise to follow me are your strength, your full life, your deep sense of peace, your faith that gets stronger every day, and your increased spiritual awareness. You just need to make up your mind again that you will go back. As soon as you say, "My God, I accept your love and choose to stand firm," I am there to form your future. Remember that by making the ultimate sacrifice, I have already won a win for you. Now I wait for you to accept it with full gratitude and humility. Take this hug from me as a gift of love. Don't worry about the cost. The prize is great. If you want to feel my warm hug, please tell me right away. Ask me if you want a love that is so soft and warm that it heals old scars and calms deep-seated fears. Don't even think about the possibility that I might turn you down. Get rid of that worry. It's not coming from me. No matter what, my goal has always been to accept and care for you. People who have turned their backs on you or asked for money for a small amount of love are not like me. I gave my life on the cross to show you how much I love you. I went through pain so that you could know how much I love and value you. And when I rose from the dead, I lifted you up, taking you from a dark place to a bright one. You rise with me and share my victory over the enemy who tried to kill you in the past. Yes, That mean enemy wanted you to fail and have your dreams dashed. But you were brave and chose to follow the path of love, forgiveness, and life, which freed you from his grasp. You are my beloved child, and I can't wait to hold you close and whisper words of support into your ear, making your heart feel warm. But I also want you to get up and face the problems that come up every day. No matter where you go, I'm with you. Stay calm and believe that I will take care of you if friends misunderstand you or if problems seem like they will be too much for you. You can count on me to protect you and look out for you no matter what. Keep in mind that I won't always give you exactly what you asked for. Sometimes, what I don't give you is part of my plan to give you something much better, gifts that will really help you, make you stronger, and make you happy. I have planned for you a happy future, but you need to do your part too. Spend a lot of time with my word so you don't get lost in life's many interruptions. Your enemy stalks you like a roaring lion, eager to take you away from the peace and hope I offer. This is why you and I need to stay in touch all the time. As you listen for the soft sound of my words, keep your spirit's ears wide open. I will show you hints of the great things I am planning for you in your dreams and when you are alone. But don't lose your temper. If you really want to learn, follow, and grow, read my word. If you do this, you will feel my power coming through your spirit, and an unwavering peace will settle into your heart. You will find the strength to keep going even when things look scary because you know that your Heavenly Father is with you. Let these facts fill your heart and mind and direct your every move. I love you more than you can ever know, and my love is the best defense against sadness and confusion. Child, I want you to understand how my presence changes everything in your life. You can always count on my hand to lead you in the right direction. You don't have to bring worry or fear with you here. Just have faith that I, who started a good work in you, will see it through to the end. You invite my Holy Spirit to give you hope, courage, and unshakable faith every time you choose to follow my ways. My grace is ready to lift you up, clean you up, and lead you forward through every mistake, every moment of sorrow, and every season of doubt. Fix your mind on this truth. The death I died for you came from an infinite love, and my rising shows that you can also start a new life. You are saved not by your own strength but by my strength and kindness. When you stand under the banner of my success, the enemy's plans can't work. So, have faith that I have won and that you have also won through me. Come closer, tell me about your problems, and dare to dream bigger than you thought you could. Let my word make you excited about life, and see how I use you to change the world. Please allow me to fill your heart with such love that your faith is unwavering and gives everyone you meet hope. I promise you'll never be by yourself. I will be with you until the end of time, giving you my knowledge, my strength, and my endless love. When things are hard, lift your head up and remember these words. I, your God, love you no matter what. I see your life as having a reason, being full of joy, and always telling the truth. You will stand strong as long as you hold my hand, even when it rains. Do not let anything come between you and me. Fear not, for no one can take your attention away from my kindness. Allow my word to be heard. You will always be welcome there. Today is a day to start over. Today is a chance to thank me for all I've done for you and to confirm your choice to go on this trip with me. Don't be afraid or turn around. I've already seen your future, and it looks bright and hopeful. I have written an amazing future for you. Take a step of faith toward it. Know that every honest prayer, every humbling confession, and every moment of stillness in my presence brings you closer to my heart. I'm here to hug you and talk to your soul in a soft voice. I have heard the words that come from your heart, and I can tell that your voice has a new resolve in it, like a soft breeze that means a better day is coming. Although your tears are filled with sadness, I value them because they show that you have a lot of faith. Seeing you get up every morning with drive even when life's problems are heavy on your shoulders makes me so happy. I want you to have that attitude, my dear, the guts to stand up and say, I will not bow to fear any longer. I know everything you are going through, every problem, every fear, and every thought that's going through your mind. It makes me happy that you know I'm ready and willing to help. Right now, as you read these words, I am with you and my presence makes you feel better. I promise that you will soon see how I work miracles in your life, turning things that seem impossible into stories of hope and strength. You were never meant to run away when you lose. You were meant to stand strong, trusting in my power and my word. When fear starts to creep back into your mind, remember this: fear does not come from me. Say my name over every worry, and that fear will go away as quickly as morning fog does when it's warm outside. Of course, you will get tired sometimes. These bodies do get tired, but don't worry about it. You don't have to do a lot of things every day to show how dedicated, faithful, trustworthy, and sure of yourself you are. Please, my heart, more than being busy all the time ever could. There are times to rest and times to fight. When I tell you to take a moment to breathe, know that I am fighting your fights in a world you can't see. Thank you for being honest and having the guts to come to me as you are. I will fight for you. So, I'd like you to pay attention to my words. Allow my words to deeply affect you. As soon as I say what I want, it will happen at the right time. I already blessed you, and that gift will stay with you no matter what bad things happen. Your job is simple: have complete faith that I am real, that I am good, and that I plan to show you my love in ways you can't even imagine. I get so much joy from that kind of unwavering faith. Don't doubt your worth or make excuses as you accept my gifts. My love for you is completely overwhelming, and it will always be that way. Don't forget that I am the God who heals your scars and calms your storms. I'm close to you and will guide your every step so that you don't fall when life throws you off balance. When you feel my energy around you, it's like jumping into pure, clear water that makes you feel alive in a way you thought was impossible. During times of loneliness and sadness, you may have felt ignored and left behind. But, kid, the time of year is over. When you look back, you will see how far I've taken you and be amazed at how I turned your sadness into power you didn't know you had. From now on, don't let my words slip out of your mouth. Say them out loud. When you start to feel down, tell your tired mind that I am with you every day. If you feel like your tasks are too much to handle, please run into my arms. I am your safe place, where you can let go of the weight and breathe in peace that goes beyond what you can understand on earth. I am your guide, and I will lead you to peaceful places with green grass. If you trust me, you will have everything you need for a happy life. Picture me holding the right thing for you that meets all of your needs. In my kingdom, there is no lack, no need, and no chaos. As you rest in my presence and trust me, you will find that all your fears fade away like morning dew. I put you next to streams of living water to feed your soul and help it grow so that it bears fruit that blesses your family, friends, and many people you haven't met yet. When you dare to trust that the Lord will always be good, your life becomes proof of what can happen. For you, today brings a new breath of hope. I see you standing taller, walking with more confidence, and living your life with a stronger sense of purpose. Get rid of the idea that you have to work hard to earn my respect. I already like you because I picked you before time began. Step into the peace that comes from knowing I am in charge of every part of your journey instead. When storms come, I stay the calm one in the middle of the chaos. Don't worry, my promises will not change, even if the world around you shakes. If you want something real, something that will stay strong through all of life's stages, look no further, my dear. I'm here. Yes, I know that there are days when you cry for no clear reason. Your heart feels heavy, and the world seems to spin without giving you a place to truly belong. When those things happen, I want you to run to me and hide in my love. My love is a stronghold that only needs an honest heart and a willingness to believe in my goodness. This is different from the love of those who demand a price for every favor. Something that doesn't cost anything but is worth a lot. A gift I love giving. When you're empty and can't give them anything else, people who say they will be loyal often back out. I will never leave you like that, my child. My arms are always open for you, even when you feel like you're by yourself. Let me fill the holes that the world can't make whole. Let me show you peace that calms the storms inside you, healing that gives you hope again in places you thought were broken forever, and loyalty that stays true even when everything else fails. I will do that, and all you have to do is say, "Yes, Lord, I want what you are offering. I'm going to leave the evil behind and start a new life with your care." Believe in a bright future. Believe that tomorrow will be different from today. You should say out loud, "My God, I give you everything I am. I choose to believe your word with all my heart, and time how fast I answer. I value every word of faith you say. I am getting ready to bless you like a soft, calming rain right now. This is going to happen because it makes me happy to show you how much I love you. Be open to the little gifts and reminders of my presence that I put in your path. It could be the bright colors of a sunrise, the kindness of a stranger, or the feeling in your gut that says, you are not alone. I must warn you, though, you have enemies who hate your confidence. They keep an eye on how well you can see. When they look into your eyes, they see calm purpose, and it makes them jealous. They want to break your hope and steal your happiness. They might not be able to hurt you physically, but they can try to break your determination by harsh words and doubts. They might say, "Surely you're wrong. There must not be a God who cares. Surely your problems don't mean anything." Their goal is to make you doubt everything good you have found until you can't believe it anymore. But listen to me. My love surrounds you like a warm blanket that keeps the cold morning air at bay from the moment you wake up. This love gives you strength and courage when your soul is tired, even when bad things are happening all around you. My love is like a strong fortress that keeps you standing tall and motivated to keep going. You are mine, and I will take care of you like a shepherd takes care of his loved flock. If the winds have to, let them. Let the mountains shake and the ground shake under your feet. Chaos will never be able to take you away from me, no matter how loud it gets. Your family and I are safe and sound under my wings. Really believe it. Tell yourself that what I said is true and that my love is what will support you no matter what. If you do that, you will see how my healing power fills every part of your life, slowly replacing fear with hope, worry with security, and shedding light on the dark things you thought were too big to overcome. Also, I'm the spark that makes your heart beat faster with love for life. I am the consuming fire that turns those lies into ash when despair whispers them. I bring back your love for the people in your life, the goals you used to have, and the skills I gave you. Do not let hopelessness, even a tiny hole, appear in your door. It will only try to keep you from having hope. Let my truth guide your thinking to keep your mind clean. Do not keep lies that hurt you and make you less happy. Trust me with your problems, your secrets, and your doubts. I haven't come to harshly judge you. Instead, I want to lead you into a life full of kindness and peace. Remember this: I am your Father, the King who loves you as a child. There are many ways I have shown my love, but the best way was on the cross, where I paid a price that is hard for the world to understand. It says, "You are worth everything to me through that sacrifice." There isn't much value in how many times you have fallen or made mistakes. I knew everything and still chose to love you. I will keep blessing you and making you into someone who can carry my light with them wherever they go. Yet, it's time to leave the darkness behind and walk in the freedom I've shown you. There is a lot of hope in this new part of your life. Believe in it and step into it. Let go of the things that used to hold you back, like fear, shame, anger, and sorrow. Move forward like a tourist who can't wait to see a new place. My Spirit opens up new options for you every day. Take some time to let these words settle in your heart. My dear child, I love you, and that love never changes. It's here now and it will be here tomorrow, calling you to more closeness, talk, and communion. I still have a lot of secrets about my grace that I want to reveal to you. You only need to keep coming back and putting more pressure on my presence every day. If you do that, I promise you that you will see wonders in both normal and unusual situations. Love will change the lives of those around you, just as it can change yours. Say it now. Lord, I love you, and I will thank you from the bottom of my heart. Get in touch with me. Tell me about your hopes, fears, and questions. I'm ready to answer, to share endless gifts with you, and to help you rise above the pain of the past and live a peaceful life. Yes, my child, please come back tomorrow. I have more to say, more to show, and more of my wonder for you to see. This love that you feel in your heart right now is just the start of the story I want to write in your life. You better get ready, because I am not done giving you. I love you, and that love will lead you to your true path. My dear child, if you hit play on this movie while your mind was racing with worry, please take a moment to calm down. I want you to know that you didn't just happen to be here. Your soul has been waiting for this moment for a long time. You're worried about a lot of things today, and I can tell that you have a lot of questions in your heart. Is there really hope that lasts? Is there somewhere safe where I can finally breathe away from the storms? Listen carefully, because I'm talking directly to that deep pain inside you that wants real peace and rest. I understand how hard it is. I see you navigating a world where scary and discouraging news stories fill your mind. Economies fail, relationships fall apart, and fights you can't see hurt your sense of self-worth. You have so many things to do. You might not be able to sleep because of a family problem or a financial issue that makes you feel helpless. You might have been struggling with a deep sadness, afraid to tell anyone that you're about to give up. This is the time, my child, to know that I'm here to hold you. I'm here to tell you that even though I may have seemed far away, you have never really been alone. Pay close attention, because I'm reaching into the chaos of your life to give you something that no one else can, a divine guarantee that goes beyond your fears. I don't act like the problems aren't real, because they are. You have right to feel pain. Your tears will not go to waste. My heart is filled with compassion right now, and I lean in to say that you are seen, known, and loved more than you could ever imagine. Look around you and see that even when you were most scared, there was always a sign of my support, and surprise phone call, a moment of clarity, or a friend offering to listen. These things did not happen by chance. But why am I still afraid? Maybe on your mind. Is it because I still feel powerless when storms hit? My dear child, the tension you feel between fear and hope shows that you really want something or someone that won't change. That's exactly why I need to talk to you right now. You were not made to go through life's darkest valleys by yourself. No, lean on me, and find safety in me that can't be taken away by any fear. When being alone feels like a heavy cloak, remember that my arms are always open, welcoming you to a place of warmth and rest you never thought possible. I can see that you're looking for comfort in other people's words, in short-lived pleasures, or even in your own accomplishments, but the happiness they give you doesn't last long. You felt my presence begin to rise like morning light. But this is not the end of what I want to reveal. It's only the doorway. If you stop here, you'll leave my promises unopened. Do not quiet your spirit when I am still whispering. It would wound my heart to see you pause while I'm still pouring. Listen, child. I am not finished speaking. Keep walking. I'm leading you somewhere holy. If you believe in me, your Heavenly Father, then like this video and leave a heartfelt amen in the comments. If you want to stay closer to me, then subscribe to this channel. Come to me, and let a promise that never fails hold your heart. I'm not just saying words, I'm offering myself. Know that I am the stable ground under your feet when you feel like your world is closing in on you. When doubt comes over like an unwanted guest, I'm the soft voice that blows away all the lies. Your darkness can be filled with my light with just a small act of faith or a tiny flicker of belief. If you're not sure if your past mistakes keep you from being eligible, hear me out. My love doesn't keep score. I'm not going to wait for you to be perfect before I reach out and touch you. I'm ready to heal and rebuild you, even if you're broken and have mistakes. There is no situation too bad, no heart too hurt, and no life too broken for me not to bring hope into it. The proof of my work can be found all over history. Look at how I've helped people who felt like they didn't matter and turned their stories into examples of how people can change. I'll do the same thing for you. Think of your heart as a ship that is being tossed around by a storm. You're desperately looking for a lighthouse because the waves are about to drown you. My voice always sounds clear, calling you to come to my shelter of peace. I can help you find freedom from the weather when you turn your ship toward my light. Even though the wind is still howling, I'm still here. I want to be the support you've been looking for. Let me quiet the noise of worry that keeps you up at night. Let me wrap you in a shield of love that is so strong that even your worst fears will have to bow down. Reach out to me when things get real, like when the bills are due and the bank account is empty, when your child's rebellious heart hurts you, or when a medical report breaks the image of safety. Say just one easy prayer, help me. You might not always get the answer you want from me, but I promise it will be just what you need. Trust that I am working on a plan that is bigger than anything you can imagine, and that my design always includes what is best for you in the end. Please stay with me for a little while longer. And go I love you for quick fixes or short-term fills. Allow my words to grow in your mind like seeds that are ready to produce fruit. In other words, I'm tilling the ground in your heart so that it can grow stronger faith, new hope, and a peace that will stay with you. When the noise of the world gets too much, let my voice be the music that calms you down. Today, I want you to choose to trust my love more than your fears. My dear child, I treasure this time with you. I brought you here to let you know that you are important, that your life has a reason, and that your cries are always heard. As I say these words, I give you new hope. Do not be afraid, for you are held by the one who spoke the galaxies into being. Rest your heart on my promise that I will always be there for you, protect you, and walk with you through good times and bad. Today is the day to accept the truth. You are not alone, and never will be. I will always be with you, ready to turn any question into a statement of faith. My dear child, imagine that you are standing on hot, dry ground in the past, in a place where tall, thick walls of a castle rise up against the sky. In that world, These walled strongholds and fortified towns meant safety from outsiders and the unpredictable forces of nature. People would run to those protected gates when they were in danger, hoping that the strong walls would protect them and give them a chance to stay alive. The wording in the holy books that calls me a fortress and a strong tower is set against this background. Those words were never just supposed to be poems. They stand for a deep truth that still affects people today. When you feel scared, tired, or exhausted, I become that stronghold that can't be broken through. In the past, visitors would rush to a city gate to find safety. I invite you to run into my arms and rest. You might be able to picture those strongholds holding firm against the desert wind and giving shelter from the never-ending sun. In the same way, I am the haven that doesn't change and stays strong no matter what. You are always welcome to come behind my walls of safety, no matter how hot life gets. In the past, families would walk for days to get to these holy, safe places. They brought their kids, animals, and belongings because they thought the walls would last longer than any enemy. In the same way, I invite you to trust me with your worries, your hopes, and everything you value. Not only will you feel safe in my fortress, but I will also be there with you, calming your fears and boosting your spirit. That language isn't just for old history books. It's meant for your life right now. When these metaphors came together, they weren't just talking about an idea. They were making a picture of my heart that was alive. I haven't changed at all since yesterday. The fortress I offer is more than just walls. It's a spiritual haven where your soul can breathe easy and get rid of stress. Even if you're not really going through deserts, your heart can feel the same way. Think of strength that keeps you steady when everything else falls apart, when you hear that I am a haven. In the past, find shelter meant staying alive. In today's world, finding refuge in me means having a full life that is greater than any fear or danger. Even though we live in a time of technology and fast change, my words about safety will always be true. I want you to remember that I am your safe place when you feel like you have nowhere else to go. Know that my cover is not a tent that is easily damaged by wind. This will give you peace of mind. This castle was built by love that will never end. You can be sure that my character will not change, even if things get rough in the world. For simple reasons. I am still to you what I was to people thousands of years ago, a safe place where your heart can rest. It's possible that calling me a haven will make you wonder how you can be so sure and steady. Let me tell you a little more about myself. You've seen me begin to awaken what you thought was lost. But child, what if your gift today becomes the spark that ignites someone else's fresh beginning? When you give, you don't just support words, you unlock resurrections. I have said, give, and it will be given to you, and I do not lie. Every super thanks you sow is like oil poured upon dry bones. I breathe, and they rise. You've asked, Lord, how can I be used? This is how. Let your obedience now send my voice into another heart that's still stuck in delay. Now move. Vlik. Give. And let me pour through you like rain into a desert soul. If you believe in me, your Heavenly Father, then like this video and leave a heartfelt amen in the comments. If you want to stay closer to me, then subscribe to this channel. I am love, pure love that never changes or stops. This never-ending love fuels everything in my heart that I want to do for you. You can be sure that my care for you will never go away. It's part of who I am. After all was said and done, my love made me reach out and pull you close, so you could feel my security for yourself. You are not just a face in a crowd. You are special to me, and I love every moment we spend together. I have all power. My power goes to the farthest worlds and into the smallest parts of your life. What you think is impossible is completely possible for me. When your strength wanes or your resources run out, know that my power never runs out. Instead, it spills over into your situation when you ask me to step in. I don't stand back and watch you fight. I step into your world and bring the power of heaven to protect and help you. Even forces that seem impossible to beat bow down to my absolute power. I'm always there, never far away, too busy, or preoccupied with something more important. You are loved, my child. I am with you when you cry, when you laugh, when you win, and when you lose. I remember every single thing about your trip. I can hear your prayers when you whisper them. I'm happy for you whenever you reach a big goal. This steady company doesn't depend on how well you do or how perfect you are. I'm close because that's who I am, Emmanuel, which means God with you. If you ever question that I will protect you, just think about the stories that have been told for hours and years. Think back to times in the holy books when people were in danger from armies, wild animals, or storms, and I stepped in at the perfect moment. These accounts are not relics from a long time ago. They are live proof of my unwavering promise to protect and lead those who trust me. Threats to your heart and health can feel just as scary even if they aren't real lions or wild seas. Know that I'm ready to protect you, just like I did for them. The promise will always stand because of how trustworthy I am. If you want to know how my shelter works, think of old castle walls. They were solid, couldn't be moved, and stood tall against all enemies. Think about my love, which stays the same even when your feelings change. Think about my power, which doesn't change no matter what. Enjoy my presence, which surrounds you no matter where you are, from the top of the peak to the bottom of the valley. This is what it means for me to watch out for you. You're not on the battlefield of life by yourself. I walk in front of you and watch your every move. I will hold your hand and show you how to really step under my covering. Thoughts of worry should stop you in your tracks when they do. A simple prayer like "I need you" could help you feel better when you're scared. At that moment, you've chosen to come into my fortress. I made you for this level of closeness, where you know that I am your main source of hope. Don't deal with your problems by yourself. Bring them to me. Let me carry the weight that you were never meant to. There are real ways to make it a habit to find safety in me every day. Let me join your day when you first wake up in the morning. You should talk to me like you would a close friend. Talk about your goals, your worries, and how thankful you are. In that talk, you are actively looking for a safe place to stay before life gets in the way. Remember me as you do your work. Say a quiet thank you when you notice a small gift or ask for help when you have to make a choice that weighs on your mind. Every time you think of me, your link to the always available fortress grows stronger. Also, I want you to really get into the words of life that I gave you through these holy books. You learn more about who I am, and your faith gets stronger. If you start to question me, remember the promises I made about protecting you and not changing. These truths protect you from the lies that try to get into your thoughts, like the walls of an old city. In the same way, find people who are also seeking me. This will help you remember how faithful I am when you feel lost. Your support, along with the work of my Spirit in and through you, keeps you from feeling alone and hopeless. During the day, take time to be quiet or think so that you can give me your heart again. Imagine walking through strong walls that echo with my word. You are safe here. In that quiet place, let your soul grow. Don't try to hide your fears. Instead, give them to me. When you fail, don't run away in shame. Instead, run straight to me. I am both your fortress and your caring Father. I want you to feel more confident and at peace. Over time, this habit of looking for safety becomes second nature. Your first reaction changes from fear to prayer, from relying on yourself to trusting in my power to keep you going. You will notice that the same problems may still come up, but they won't affect your heart as much. It's beautiful to stay in my home like that. Even if things are still scary outside, inside these walls of my love, you'll find a steady calm that goes beyond human understanding. You are welcome to accept this offer at any time, day or night. Let it change the way you see things, make you stronger, and keep your hope in the one who will always be there for you, my dear child. I want you to picture yourself entering a holy place full of hope and comfort again. You can find a fabric made of the threads of my heart for you in these old words that have been passed down from generation to generation. Many people have found comfort in these promises, saying them to themselves on dark nights and hard days. Now I want you to take a step closer and listen with all of your heart. Let me speak these life-giving words over you. They show that I will always protect, support, and guide you. People who live in the secret place of the Most High do indeed live under the shadow of the Almighty. This is not just a figure of speech. It's a call to a deep connection with me, a choice to always be with me instead of staying away from me. Dwelling in my secret place means that you turn your heart toward me and look for safety in who I am. Imagine a child sleeping under the wings of a parent who will protect them from the wind and rain. The same way, I offer a safe place for your soul. The word secret in this case means privacy, connection, and something that most people don't notice. For those who don't actively seek it, it means that there is a greater level of safety in my presence that they can't see. But the door is always open for those of you who long for my covering. Inside, you will find the peace of mind that comes from knowing that I am your solid base. You can see that I am called a haven and a fortress as you read on. Think about how strong these pictures make you feel. Strong buildings, high walls, and a safe haven that can't be broken into. These words show that I will always protect you from dangers, both seen and hidden. I am not just a thought that makes you feel better. I am a live stronghold. In the same way that old watchtowers look out over the sky for any sign of danger, I watch over your life and know what you need before you even say it. Fear can't control your choices when you're in that safe place. The strength of my presence changes you, turning your fear into security because you know I'm with you. When the fights you're in make you tired, remember that I am the stronghold that welcomes you inside and where my peace calms every storm. As you read these promises, you can be sure that nothing bad will happen to you. You have my word that this will not be a false promise of a peaceful life. Not so much a promise, but a deep guarantee that your soul will never be destroyed. Even though you may have to go through hard times, I will protect your heart with the fierce love of a father. The enemy of your mind wants you to think that you are alone, abandoned, and without hope when things are hard. I promise you this instead. No harm will really get to you because my hand is on you. My light still shines and guides you through every valley, even when things look bad. It's not the same to be hard when I'm not there. Instead, let suffering push you to come closer to my care. If you read about plagues, scary nights, and bullets during the day, know that these are all figures of speech that represent real, terrible fears that people have had throughout history. In your modern world, they might be changes in your finances, health problems, or mental burdens. There is a threat over your sense of security in each one. But here I address those fears directly and say that I will protect you. I can't promise that there will never be a storm. If you hold on to me, I promise they won't be able to hurt you. My word has the power to handle even the toughest problems. This psalm is like a love letter from me to you, telling you that even though the world says something is impossible, it is still possible with me by your side. Let these promises sink into your heart until your faith in my power makes any problem seem small. After that, you hear that angels have been told to keep you in all your ways. Please understand that this is a strong statement of how personally involved I am in your life. My helpful workers are sent to watch over those who love me. You don't always know about the threats I've already stopped, the problems I've shifted, or the burdens I've lifted. The term "in all your ways" emphasizes that I care about you in every way. There are things like your daily tasks, your relationships, and the mental wars you fight behind closed doors. Know that my love for you isn't just for special times, it's in everything you do. I pick you up when you fall. I carry you when you are tired. When you feel like you don't have many friends, I put my holy guard around you. Just know that I'm there, and you can walk with faith that I will never leave you. Now let's think about how these promises fit in with what you know to be true in your heart. My love for you has been running toward you since before you even breathed. The protective covering explained here, on the other hand, depends on your willing trust. I don't make you stay in my haven against your will. To stay in my shadow, you have to get close to me and choose to stay where my safety is strong. It's kind of like going under an umbrella when it rains. There is an umbrella there, but you need to move under it to stay dry. You answer my call by saying yes to my presence in the same way. When you take that step of faith, fear loses its grip and my peace becomes real for you. The balance between my unconditional love and your response shows how relationships work. Love is freely given, but you have to interact with it to get its benefits. There is no place so dark that my light can't reach, but you have to let me into the dark parts of your life. Don't stay away because of pride, shame, or doubt. As soon as you realize you need me, my arms will wrap around you in the shadow of the Almighty. A lot of the bad things that could happen to you are avoided because you chose to stay in my care. This is not a hardship, it is freeing. I'm protecting you without you having to do anything. You can rest easy knowing that I'm the one fighting for you. There are echoes of the same ideas in the story of my people that can be found in this psalm. Think about how I protected a young shepherd from a giant's blade, stopped hungry lions from biting, moved seas, and calmed storms. Even though these stories are very old, they show that I have always been loyal. They prove that I have always stood up for you and will always do so. People who put their trust in me over and over again found that I wasn't some distant God, but a personal, involved, and aggressive guardian. When you see references to my deliverance in other holy books, know that this psalm is part of a bigger story of restoration. It's part of a bigger picture that says, I'm with you, not against you. People are not just reading old stories about miracles and escapes. They are clues that lead you to the certainty that I am still the same. In situations that are very different from an ancient battlefield or a lion's den, the concept still stands. I join your story when you ask me to. I cover your fears with my peace, and I turn your troubles into stories that show how great I am. My beloved child, your life is another part of that moving story of salvation. Every word you read here has the power to become true in your own life. I want you to live close to me and be under my watchful eye so that your story will add to the many stories of safety and success I have written down over the years. Dear child, I want to tell you a story about a man who walked into what seemed like certain death. In his time, being true to me meant going against what a strong king wanted. During that hard time, he refused to give up his faith, even if it meant facing dangerous animals. He stood firm because he knew that I, as his God, would never leave him. This happened at night, when he was taken to a scary place where hungry lions howled in the dark. From the outside, this scene looked hopeless. Still, I was there at that very moment, stopping everyone who was hungry. It didn't matter how big the danger was. What mattered was how much he trusted me. In that quiet den, where fear should have been the norm, my presence turned a dangerous cage into a wholly safe place. People who were watching were shocked to see him alone when dawn came. He came out of it with his faith still strong and his mind at ease. This is proof of how much I respect people who stay loyal, even when the cost seems too high. Think about how his unwavering faith can help you in your own life right now. Even though there aren't any dangerous animals close, you still have to deal with trials that look just as scary. It could be an illness that won't go away, a relationship that's tense, or the fact that you don't know what the future holds. In your story, the lions could be the words of fear, worry, and hopelessness that try to beat away at your hope. But I promise that when you stick to my word, I will help you in ways you can't imagine. The darkness around you can't put out the light I give off. When it's storming and it looks like there's no way out, know that my hand is always there to save you. My power hasn't changed, and I love showing those who cling to me how faithful I am. Like that man who knelt to pray even though he knew he would be punished, your dedication lets me save you. Remember that I am the one who stops danger when it seems impossible, and I am ready to do the same for you. Even if you're surrounded by hopelessness, your faith in me can turn that scary den into a room full of miracles. Now look at the life of someone else whose story has touched many people. He learned to trust me in the quiet fields as a farm boy long before he found fame. When a giant threatened his people, he stepped up to fight it with a bravery that even experienced fighters couldn't understand. He faced an enemy that everyone else thought was unbeatable, but he had only a simple sling and a strong belief in my power. Others saw only loss, but he saw a chance for me to show how strong I was. With one stone, pushed by faith rather than strength, he knocked down the huge figure that had scared an entire army. Me, personally, won, but it was made possible by the ready heart of someone who believed. Even though the chances were against him, this was the start of a journey where he would always be able to count on my help, through happiness and sadness. As time went on, a jealous king began to hunt him, and he had to run away. He ran away into caves and through deserts, but he never forgot my promise. He chose to sing songs of trust that showed he trusted that I would always take care of him, even in secret places where he might have felt hopeless. These songs have been kept alive and have given hope to generations of people who have asked me to protect them. They talk about peaceful waters and green fields, as well as valleys that look like death and cups that are full to the brim. Each line of the song is proof that I am there, both on the battlefield and in the quiet, lonely parts of life. When your own fights look big, whether they are with other people or with yourself, find comfort in the same thing that helped him. I am your shepherd. I watch over you, lead you, and heal you. Your giant could be debt, a broken heart, or a goal that seems impossible to reach. At that point in the fight, don't think about how big the thing that threatens you is. Think about how big the person is who stands up for you. Remember the songs from long ago that tell you that having a humble spirit and strong faith can help you get through anything. Because you believe in me, you are connected to a long line of wins I have led in the past. Finally, think about another person who did everything they could to help me. His home country had stopped rain, and hunger and spread across the whole country. The sun beat down fiercely every day, killing crops and making hope seem like dew at dawn. My order was for him to hide by a small stream during a time when everyone was desperate. There, in a very unlikely situation, he experienced my miraculous help. Birds brought him food, and the water kept him alive, but the fields around him were empty. It didn't seem possible for him to stay alive in that much isolation, but I showed how powerful I was in amazing ways. After the stream dried up, I sent him to a widow who was pretty much broke. Her last meal was made with just a handful of flour and a little oil. The thing she had never ran out as long as she believed the words he spoke from me. Amazingly, flour and oil kept coming back to me every day, reminding me that nothing is out of my reach. This faithful servant stood up to false prophets who were leading the people wrong in another important moment. He was standing by himself in a crowd of people and daring them to recognize his power. When he called out to me, I obeyed without question, and fire came down from heaven. This event not only cleared my name, but it also proved again that I am still the source of real power, even when everyone else is doubting me. You may also go through times of mental or other drought when everything seems to be gone. You might be holding on to the last bit of faith and thinking if tomorrow will make things better. Take heart from the story. I am still the God who provides. I can keep you alive even in the driest places, just like I controlled nature and used simple tools to save people. When what you have doesn't seem like enough, know that I am the one who turns what you have into plenty. If you feel like you're by yourself, know that your faith can light a fire that shows everyone my glory. Don't ever doubt that I want to care for you or that I can find creative ways to help you, my beloved child. You can count on me to give you kindness whether you need food or a fresh start in life. Putting your faith in me will see me turn your desert into a place where hope grows. I want you to know, my dear child, that my power is not limited to old times or texts. These days, I still move in amazing ways, adding new stories of grace to the lives of people who let me into their hearts. Some men and women have had such a clear experience of my help that they no longer have any doubts. One kind person was driving late at night on an empty highway, worn out from the stress of the day. As she closed her eyes, she became less alert, and in an instant, her car went off the road. At that very moment, she felt very clear and alert, like invisible hands were holding the steering wheel steady. When she finally stopped, it made her heart race to know that she had been spared an accident that could have killed her. Another family remembers meeting around a hospital bed where doctors told them their loved one didn't have much chance of getting better. As they prayed fervently, calling my name, they saw a change in my health that could not be explained. When they were let out of the hospital, they felt blessed and sure they had been a part of a miracle. Yet another person beat a serious addiction that had ruined their relationships, finances, and sense of self-worth. With the unwavering backing of others and a sincere plea for my help, they were set free, which surprised people who had almost given up hope. You'll remember that my hand is always long after reading these stories. In the hidden cracks of hopelessness, I work to turn impossible conditions into examples of mercy and renewal. Nothing changes about me, no matter how bad things get. I love showing you that. Every time you hear a story like this, even in the busy world of today, let it make you more religious. Let it be clear that my help isn't just for a chosen few, but for everyone who has the courage to believe in my power. Still, the big surprises aren't the only way I show that I'm protecting you. There are times when I show my care in small, everyday ways that are easy to miss if you aren't paying attention. Think about times when a sudden delay saved you from being in the wrong place at the wrong time. For example, you might have hit unexpected traffic and moaned about the trouble, but later found out that an accident had happened on the exact route you were planning to take. Or maybe your gut told you to check on a loved one, and you found them in desperate need of help. You may have noticed that a random windfall of money came your way just in time to pay a big bill and avoid a problem. My child, these things are not accidents. They are signs of my loving hand at work, showing you that I care about the little things that matter to you. In fact, you don't have to wait for a big rescue to know that I'm a part of your daily life. If you stop to think about it, you'll see that my grace has kept you from many dangers, whether they were physical, mental, or spiritual. You've come far, and my voice has met you in places even your tears couldn't name. But there is more I still want to show you. Realignment. restoration, resurrection. If you close your heart now, you will silence what I still long to sing over you. Please don't turn away when you're this close to revelation. Keep listening, my beloved. My heart is still calling your name. If you believe in me, your Heavenly Father, then like this video and leave a heartfelt amen in the comments. If you want to stay closer to me, then subscribe to this channel. I want you to develop an awareness that goes deeper than what you see in the present moment. Look for my fingerprints in talks, the kindness of strangers, and the solutions to problems that you didn't expect that make you feel better. When you do that, your heart will naturally become more thankful because it will know that I am directly involved in planning times of safety and favor, even when you can't see them happening. I want you to live your life this way, with eyes wide open to wonder and knowing that I will always be watching, no matter how normal things may seem. I like to work quietly in the background of your life, pushing events or people in ways that are best for you. If you're asking why my hand isn't always visible, remember this. My dear child, there is a lot of beauty in the ways I hide myself from you. I want you to walk by faith and trust my heart even when you can't see my hand. Miracles that are easy to see are powerful, but they're not the whole story. You become closer to me as you learn to pick up on my small moves. Seeing the soft breeze move a leaf on a calm day is a lot like that. It's quiet, almost unnoticeable, but definitely real. You may want loud miracles and signs, but don't miss the deeper call I'm sending you. Keep your spirit open to my whisper. A single talk at the right time can save your life, and a quick thought of being careful can keep you from making a big mistake. These are my actions, which are just as real as the old seas that were split up. By tuning your heart to my words, you make it easier for me to give you advice, which can change the course of your life. By becoming more aware of this, you will start to feel calm and sure of yourself, knowing that you are not alone or at risk. But instead, you will see yourself as a loved child who is always in my care. To better understand the small signs in every season, you should be thankful for them. I'm not hiding my face because I don't care. Instead, I want you to look deeper, to notice, to be thankful, and to see that my caring watchfulness never fails. Even if the path seems winding or the answers take a while to come, know that I am there, protecting you and adding kindness to every step you take. My dear child, I can hear the quiet storms that sometimes rage inside you, worries that keep you up at night, worries about tomorrow that gnaw at your mind, and nervousness that seems to pop up out of nowhere in your daily life. All of these are signs that your fear is taking root in your heart. By its very nature, fear starts as a whisper in your ear, a feeling that something bad could happen. But it can quickly get stronger, affecting your choices and telling you how to deal with problems. When fear grips you tightly, you may stop taking advantage of chances, question the gifts I have given you, and be hesitant to move forward. It is mentioned in holy books that perfect love drives out fear. Know that fear is the main thing that keeps you from trusting me completely. This feeling slowly seeps in, changing how good I seem, and making you think I might be far away or not caring. However, I want you to understand that fear does not control your fate. My love does. Keep in mind how the great faith-based heroes dealt with fear. Some were scared before war, and others felt weak in their calling. But they trusted me and didn't think I would let them down. In a way, fear tries to break my promises by making you think I won't be there. But I promise you that I am here, closer than your breath. Realizing how strong fear is the first thing that you need to do to beat it. Because once it's out in the open, you can face my truth. Take these words to heart. I did not give you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. When you understand that fear can't grow where my perfect love is, you start to feel more free, which changes the way you live. Let me help you get rid of your fear and replace it with trust. For starters, make it a habit to come to me when you feel scared. Instead of letting your worrying thoughts get out of hand, pray my name. Just letting me know you're there by saying something like, "Help me, I trust you," or "Show me the way" changes your mind from worry to confidence. If you pray with an open heart, my spirit will comfort you and tell you that I am always with you. The Bible has a lot of power to strengthen your faith, so read it all the way through. You are sure that I am the same today as I was in the past when you read stories about how I helped people who called on me. Every promise you read in the Holy Book is like a rock for your soul. It keeps you steady when fear tries to knock you down. In addition to your private devotion, I want you to surround yourself with a group of people who will support you and who want my presence as much as you do. In fellowship, you can find friends who can help you remember that I will be there for you when you feel unsure. Sharing stories of how they overcame fear gives each other strength, and you help each other stay strong when they're not sure what to do. Fear slowly loses its grip as you incorporate prayer, the Bible, and good relationships into your daily life. You stop focusing on the problems and start trusting my word. Instead of dwelling on the worst-case possibilities, you start to look forward to my intervention with positive hope. Don't forget that faith is not a one-time thing, but a choice that you make all the time. Every day brings new problems that could make you scared, but every day also brings new chances to lean on me. Over time, you'll realize that even the scariest times are times when you meet my supporting power. You become more sure that nothing can really hurt you while you rest in my care. Please allow us to stop for a moment of honest thought. I want you to bring your worries into my light, because what you hide can stay hidden, but what you show can be fixed. What are you scared of right now? What events or chances cast the darkest shadows over my heart? You can write them down, say them out loud, or just leave them in the quiet of your heart in front of me. As you do this, think about how accepting my promise to protect you can change how you feel. Know that your fear may come from being let down in the past or not knowing what will happen ahead. But know this: I am the God who saves and fixes things. Failures and losses you may have had are not signs of what will happen in the future. When you give up your worries to me, you make room in your heart for my peace. Giving up is an act of worship because it tells me that I can protect what's most important to you. Watch how your body calms down when you give me your worries. Feel how much lighter your soul is when fear is taken away. At that point, you switch from being afraid and on guard to being active and full of hope. Your outlook gets better, and you become more aware of my voice, which gently tells you, I am your safe place. Rest in me. As you move forward, each day is a new chance to trade the lies of fear for the truth that I will always protect you. My dear child, please believe that I can get over any fear, whether it's fear of being turned down, fear of losing something, or fear of the unknown. I want you to see that my perfect love really does have the power to get rid of it. Let me replace your fear with trust, your shaking with confidence, and your reluctance with a newfound courage to live the full life I planned for you in the quiet space of honest examination. Take this promise to heart and see how it makes your heart feel better to know that I am with you always. I want you, my loving child, to take a moment to look at the subtle currents that run through your life. Take a deep breath and let yourself think about what's really going on in your heart. You might want to think about how often you rely on your own skills and resources when things go wrong in your life. Do you only ask for my advice when you're really stuck? Or do you let me be a part of the process from the start? Do you ever trust your gut more than my everlasting arms? Think about the times when you felt too much. What made you do that? Was it something you couldn't change, or was it the stress of having to figure everything out by yourself? I'm not mad at you for having problems, but I want to show you that giving up is not a sign of failure, but a way to get God's power. As you think about these questions, I want you to write down the worries or fears that come up most often. Be clear about them in front of me, whether they are on paper or in your mind. Being open and vulnerable is a way to say, I can't handle these by myself. It might surprise you how peaceful it is when you realize both your limits and my limitless power. Telling me about your worries over and over again will help your heart get used to being with me, even if you feel uncertain as you do so. Remember that my compassion is called to every doubt that isn't said. I never get tired of hearing your cries. In fact, I love every time you honestly look at me. I'd like you to look into the promises in Psalm 91 some more. Relax your mind for a moment and read this holy text. Let each word strike a chord in your heart as you do so. See how the words dwell, abide, and trust are used. Come to mind as someone who comes into my shelter, not as a visitor, but as a loved resident who lives here. Set aside time to write down what you think about each line if it helps. You might feel a phrase pulling at your heart. Take a moment to let me talk you through it. In your work, you should ask any questions that come to mind. I hope that these verses awaken something in you. You should feel free to be honest, even if you have doubts. Being so honest makes it possible for real change to happen. When Psalm 91 says, I will tell my angels about you, picture that care from heaven surrounding you for a moment. What does it feel like to rest on that promise? To recognize that I can always reach you. Also, think about times when you felt provided for or protected in ways you couldn't explain. By thinking about these verses, you give yourself time to see your life through my eyes. Keep in mind that my loyalty did not end with the last words of the Bible. Every time you write a line, you invite my spirit to help you understand my heart better. Let's talk about the words in a personal way, turning them from words on a page into a living thing in your life. As you continue to think about what it means to truly trust me, I want you to add a few simple but powerful habits to your everyday life. When you wake up, before you pick up your phone or start working on your list of things to do, say a prayer of thanks and acknowledge that I am with you. You could say something as simple as, Thank you, Lord, for this day, or you could share your hopes, worries, and joys. You connect your heart with mine from the start when you do this. During the day, say short prayers with deep breaths to help you remember my peace. Say quietly in your mind, You are my refuge, as you breathe in. Then, as you breathe out, say I trust you. This rhythm can help you stay grounded when stress tries to take over your thoughts. A simple act like this brings me into everyday life and turns ordinary moments into holy ones. Also, I want you to set aside times to be still, even if it's just for a short while. Let go of your fears in that silence by picturing them leaving your hands and resting in mine. Watch out for soft push from my voice, which could come in the form of a thought, a poem, or a feeling of peace. Finally, look for people who are going through the same things you are. Sharing stories of how I've protected and cared for you will not only strengthen your own faith, but it will also strengthen the faith of those who are going with you. A group of Christians helps each other out when they are down and enjoys their wins together, just like iron sharpens iron. With these people, you learn to trust more because you know you won't have to go through life's storms by yourself. It's not meant to be hard to do any of these things. Instead, they are meant to help you grow a strong faith that can stand up to fear and doubt. They help you change your default state from one of worry to one of calm trust in my power. You can't just will yourself to trust someone. It gets stronger as you talk to me, Think about what I've promised, and act on the truth you hear. Over time, your heart will know that I am always close, present, and protecting you, no matter how calm or crazy things are. Think of these small steps as seeds put in soil that will grow. These trust seeds will grow into a tall tree with deep roots that won't be shaken by the storms that will come if they are watered regularly with prayer, scripture, and company. If you are reading these thoughts, my child, I am so glad that you want to grow. I see you struggling with doubts and moving forward with hope. Know that I value every moment you choose to spend with me, whether it's through prayer, writing in a book, or just being still. It's more important to find out what it means to abide in my love than to try to be perfect on this trip. You will learn to trust me over time, and fear will lose its hold on you. Your heart will find peace under the cover of my wings. Though each day will bring new problems, each moment will also offer new chances to learn how to depend on me. Don't worry. I'm here to carefully guide you through each step and fill your soul with a confidence that goes beyond the situation. Let's keep the beautiful exchange going. Your worries for my peace, your doubts for my unwavering promises, and your shaky hope for my sure rescue. Accept these thoughts and let them shape the way you live your days. I look forward to meeting you in all of your seeking, resting, and trusting moments. My dear child, I want you to think about what it means to live each day in my shadow, not just for a short time, but as the regular beat of your life. You can think of my presence as a soft covering that follows you around and protects you from the intense heat of your fears and worries. You are not entering an idea when you choose to stay in me. You are entering a real relationship where your heart learns to beat in time with mine. This staying isn't just for Sundays or special days. It's always being aware that I am closer to you than your breath. As you go through happy times and sad times, I'll be there for you, ready to protect you even in the everyday things that don't seem sacred. I'm there, and I want you to lean on my strength. The longer you stay in my shelter, the more you understand that the storms outside don't change the peace inside. I will always be there to protect you, and I love being the safe place your heart wants to be. Trust that my love makes walls around you that can't be broken, so that no harm can really get into the safety you find in me. To live in my shadow, you have to choose to look away from the noise of the world and toward the knowledge that I am close. Letting your heart rest in my authority and recognizing that I rule over every part of your life is something you do every day. When you start to question, gently bring your attention back to the truth that I am strong enough to carry your burdens. You learn to hear my whispers of advice and comfort as we spend time together all the time. Know this, my loving child, you don't have to beg for my shadow. I give it to you for free. It's up to you to stay inside that line and keep choosing to believe that I am your haven. When you're feeling weak, come to me. When you're happy, please praise me. As you tune your spirit to my heartbeat, this lasting bond grows. As long as you live here, my protective love fills you, blocking out all danger and telling you that God is always holding you. And now let me show you how to turn your worry into a surety that can't be broken. The things that bother you bother me too. I can see how they affect your spirit. But I want you to replace every worry with an act of worship. Worship is more than just songs or words. It's the way your heart shows that you know who I am all the time. When fears come up, let them prompt you to pray instead of making you worry. Say my name quietly to yourself to remember yourself, that I made you and will always love and protect you. Taking this simple step changes your attention from how big your problems are to how big my power is. In the light of my presence, worried thoughts slowly fall apart. Don't think about what ifs, but instead think about what I promise. Think about how I've helped you get through rough times in the past, and let that memory bring back your trust. Moving your attention from the problem to my constancy makes room for my peace to surround you. To develop this confident way of life, you need to be with me all the time. In our long-term connection, you will learn that the more you connect with my heart, the more hope fills yours. When you read my words, don't think of them as orders from far away. Instead, think of them as a letter from me to you, letting you know that I am always with you. As you do these things, your worry goes away and is replaced by a stronger sense that I am lovingly in charge of every part of your life. You stand strong even when problems arise out of the blue because your faith is not based on fleeting feelings, but on the solid rock of my character. I am good, I am close, and I am more than able should be your daily prayer. As you swap your worries about my worthiness for mine, you become more and more sure that nothing can stop me from protecting you. Let go of the heavy cloak of worry, my beloved child, and step into the bright assurance that you are loved by the one who holds the world together. Rest, hope, and the sure knowledge that you will always be safe under my wings can be found in that promise. I love you, child. As this letter comes to an end, let your heart take a moment to hear the soft echo of everything that has been said. You have been on a trip through the promises of protection, stories from the past, and testimonies from the present. In each chapter, you have been reminded of how I have always been your faithful refuge. You were told by my voice that you can rest under my wings and that nothing bad will happen to you as long as you are with me. Don't forget that this promise is more than just words. It asks you to live a life based on trust, surrender, and being with me every day. What I said to you wasn't from afar. It was from the point of view of someone who knows your name, has seen your struggles and successes, and wants to be your strong support in every storm. Now I want you to do something that will make these facts a reality in your life. Start with prayer, a simple, honest talk with me that lets me be a part of every part of your life. Every morning when you wake up, whisper to me that you're thankful for a new day and that you want my help. When fear comes up, let it make you turn your heart right away to me and say, "Help me, Lord. Protect me with your peace." Make reading my word a daily habit. The Bible is not only a source of knowledge, but also the basis on which faith grows. Find and know that I am the same God who saved Daniel, made David stronger, and took care of Elijah in those holy books. Then, look for accountability in a society of love. Share your stories of how I've helped you. Tell people the truth about your problems, and let them walk with you. Give the same kind of support in return. Because when you work together, your faith gets stronger and your fears go away. Please make this the day you decide to trust in my power to protect you every day. Believe that the same God who made galaxies can also keep your heart safe from all harm. Now that you've heard my call, I want you to answer with an open heart, ready to experience my goodness in new ways that will change your life. I'm going to speak a blessing over you, my sweet child. It comes straight from my heart. On the road in front of you, I can see the difficulties, happiness, doubts, and big steps forward that make up your life. Know this, I'm with you every step of the way. I'll show you the way when it's not clear, pick you up when you fall, and celebrate with you when you succeed. I now wrap you in my unwavering love, a love that doesn't change or weaken no matter what storms come your way. Don't worry about what other people think. I am your defender, the one who never sleeps or gets tired, and I will keep you safe. I pray that you have the strength to stay strong when bad things happen, and the understanding to hear my words over all the other noise in the world. I bless you with a calm mind that doesn't get upset by fear, because you are based in the one whose power over everything in the world. When hard times try to shake your faith, remember my words of comfort. Let them be the light that gets rid of all question. May your heart stay soft, willing to follow my lead, and quick to trust my plans for you, even when you can't see the whole picture. Remember that I see everything and use every part of your story to show how good I am. You are told to go into each day with confidence that isn't based on your own skills but on the rock of my favor. You are not an accident in my kingdom. I love you, plan for you, and carry you deeply in my care. Let my kindness cover your sins and bring new life to places you thought were empty. How you love others should be shaped by how kind I am. Let my heart warmth show in everything you do. As you move forward, your faith will shine like a lighthouse for those who are still lost, showing them how much I care and how strong I really am. Take my peace, the kind of peace that goes beyond all language. A shadow should protect your mind from all the bad thoughts that come up and make you more determined to live each day in my arms. May your sleep be restful, your waking hours be useful, and your soul always feel renewed in my presence today and every day after that. Remember that you are safe under the wings of the Almighty, that nothing bad will happen to you, and that my endless arm holds you tight. With this faith, my dear child, go out into the world. I have gone before you, I stand next to you, and I watch behind you as you walk the road I have set out for you. In fact, my loving protection is all around you. You are never by yourself or left behind. I will always be with you, through every storm, every trial, and every day's journey. Feel happy because the Most High has blessed you and will continue to bless you. Take courage. You are still on the path. You are not too late. You are not too far behind. You are not forgotten in some unfinished chapter. You are moving steadily toward the fulfillment of everything I have spoken. My word does not return void. It returns fulfilled. My plan is not at risk of expiration. It is unfolding on time. You are being drawn closer, not pushed away. Trust me to complete the masterpiece. Trust me to write the final line with glory. Trust me to bring beauty where ashes once ruled. The end of your strength is not the end of my plan. It is the beginning of my power. Lay down your timeline. Lay down your fear. Lift up your eyes and receive this promise. I started this, and I will finish it. The ending you feared is not the one I've written. The story you thought was closing is just beginning a new chapter. You will not be left unfinished. You will not be left behind. I am faithful to the end. And you, my child, are still in my hands. You've heard me say it. I finish what I start. But do you know, my child, that through your giving, I finish what I start in others too? Each gift you offer is a seed of purpose breaking through someone else's despair. I am the Lord of the harvest, and when you sow, I multiply. You said, "Use me, Lord," and I answer now. This is your moment to help me reach another who believes it's too late. This is not about charity. It's about legacy. Act now. Join this movement of mercy. Open the gate for another soul to hear. You are not too late. You've heard my voice today, not through thunder or lightning, but through every word that reached the places even you tried to ignore. You felt the stirring, the awakening of what you thought was too late, too broken, too far gone. But now I ask you to respond. Pause for a moment. Breathe in my presence. Now open your mouth, or move your hands, and make it known. I am not too late. I still belong to Him. Speak it aloud. Write it below. Declare it in the comments, as a line carved into eternity, because every time you declare truth, you drive back the lie that tried to silence you. Tell me what you're returning to. Speak what you are believing for. Write the one thing the enemy said was finished, and now claim it again in faith. Let this be your moment of reflection, your act of courage, your stamp of defiance against every voice that told you it was over. You are not too late, and your declaration will echo into tomorrow. My child, this is not the end of our conversation. This is only the opening sentence of a daily encounter. You do not need to go another day feeling alone, uncertain, forgotten, or misaligned. Come back tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. I am here, always ready to speak life, restore hope, wash over your soul, and draw you deeper into my heart. Let this become your sacred rhythm. Let it anchor your day in heaven's voice before the world tries to tell you who you are. Set your reminder now. Make space in your day. Create your altar. And when you return, begin with these sacred words. Speak, Lord, I am listening. Say them aloud. Whisper them from your bed. Write them on your mirror. Let it be the key that opens your ears again. Let it be the sound that tells your heart, this is holy ground. When you say it, I will answer. When you listen, I will reveal. Come back, not just for words, but for communion. Not just for encouragement, but for transformation. Not just for inspiration, but for intimacy. Each day, I will meet you with fresh mercy, deeper revelation, and the power you need to live fully alive. You were never meant to walk this path alone. I will walk with you, day by day, breath by breath, glory to glory. So return, again and again, until the lie no longer has a voice, until your heart beats steady in my presence, until the world hears the echo of heaven through the life you now live. You are mine. You are not too late, and I will speak to you again tomorrow. Just say the words, speak, Lord, I am listening, and I will come every time. Amen. If you believe in me, your Heavenly Father, then like this video and leave a heartfelt amen in the comments. If you want to stay closer to me, then subscribe to this channel.